We are finally. Okay, there we go. Stand by. Let me grab some other stuff here. We are back. 1, 2, check, 1, 2, check, check, check. Get this box of cards here. Welcome, everybody. We are live in Las Vegas. And we're going to do some stuff. Someone said Pete Rose. Did you guys say Pete Rose? I got the laptop. I plugged it in. There we go. I think we're good to go. Check 1, 2. T-Bone here. Nice to see you all. Thanks for hanging out. I think we're good to go. Let us send us over. Let us send us over. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check. A little bit early starting on the other one, a little bit late on this one, but I think we'll be okay. The power issues have been a thing tonight. We're going to be good to go. We got a package we're going to open from Tony. Thank you so much for that. And we got a new box of pennies, brand new, never been opened before. And we got to get this light turned on. I planned on doing so many things tonight, and then we run into technical issues. There we go. That'll work right there. What's going on, Maria Ann? I had a great day today. Thank you so much. Yeah, I got power. What's up, Sancho and Angie and Wi-Fi? Find one of those 2017s. All right, good to go. Make sure everybody's here and in good spirits. Let's pack this stuff up. We got an 87. We're gonna look for Pete Rose card and a brand new box of pennies to go through. Maria Ann with the $4 super chat. Thank you so much for being here, Maria Ann. I'm actually going to write these down tonight. Thank you so much for the super chat. Circle City Gabriel, how you doing? Good to see you. Diane McMahon is here. Jared, ow. Hope Mrs. Cash is safe with all the crazy storms in Texas tonight. Yeah, I talked to them earlier. They said raining off and on and then just storming big time. And then going away, then storming big time. All right. Well, let's get going. Wait, and as soon as we hear Tony here, we'll open this thing up, take a look at it. Sean is here. Scott Farrell, welcome. Jody FJ. We're going to do some 87 Fleer tonight. We're going to look for the Pete Rose card. This is the last year the Pete Rose had cards. I believe it's 87 Fleer is the last card. 86, they did a special Pete Rose set. And the Topps cards in 87, there's Bo Jackson, there's Barry Bonds, there's all kinds of cool stuff. And, of course, later tonight at the end of this, we've given some stuff away, so stick around for that. These were expensive when they came out, and they're expensive now, too. CJ and Roger, good to have you here. Angie's here. Feeling much better. Had a chance to catch a couple of winks, and took a pain pill. For those of you that have back pains and stuff like that, that's what was going on earlier. We're good to go now. And special thanks to all these subscribers we picked up during the last live stream. That was awesome. We had subscriber mode only. We don't have that right now, but we will in a little bit. But let's get going with some 1987 Fleer. These should retail for about $5 a pack. Look at that one right there. Interesting. Looking to see if there's any evidence of opening prior and resealing. This is the only one that concerns me right there, but let's open that one first and take a look at it. Lettuce the Great sent you over. Cool, very cool. Lettuce the Great, we love lettuce. Thank you for being here. Bo was also in this set, yes, Bo Jackson. Check for the roller markers on the flaps. Mike Baliki, George Hendrick, Jody Davis. So Roddy from Missouri, we're putting out the Cubs together for you. There's the first one of this stuff. Jody Davis, the Cubs. Alvin Davis, Terry Steinbach, Lance Parrish, Jeffrey Leonard. Nolan Ryan. There we go. Let me get some holders ready here. Right out the first pack here. We got a Nolan Ryan, 1987 with the Houston Astros. 1987, Nolan Ryan. Lenny's here. Cool. Welcome, Lenny. Angie. Nolan Ryan. He only had, how many strikeouts at this point in his career? Only had 4,277 strikeouts at this point. That's all. Slacker. Dave Kingman, King Kong. Dan Bellardardo. Lynn Matuzak. Terry Kennedy. Dave Righetti. Steve Lyons. Jeff Leahy. And Tony Perez. Big Red Machine. Very cool. Actually, I don't know if that one was pre-opened or not. We got 87 stickers. It's the Astros on this one. I hope Santa makes another appearance. I've got another Santa somewhere. Not sure if it's here. I'm going to have to order another box probably to get some more Santas. Let's do this here. Jeff Robinson on the back. 1987 Fleer. This one has the Detroit Tigers and the Yankees stickers on it. That's all, Nolan. You were slipping not. Terry Pendleton. Bill Alamon. Rick Shue of the Phillies. Dwight Lowry, catcher for the Tigers. Dude, how you doing? Kevin Gross with the Phillies. Jeff Dedman. The 300 Win Club. You got Don Sutton and Phil Niekro, 2 Hall of Famers on one card, both with 300 wins. That used to be the trigger to get you to the Hall of Fame is 300 wins. Now there's a bunch of people with less than 300, so let's get some Jamie Moyers and Kevin Browns into the Hall of Fame. Al Nipper. John Butcher. Kevin McReynolds was a rookie in 84, so a few years after his rookie year. Carlton Fisk is a Hall of Famer. We love Carlton Fisk. Got another Cub coming up. Guy Hoffman was a pitcher of the Cubs. We're keeping the Cubs for Rodney. Guy Hoffman, 1987. What's up, DH? What's up, Tina H? BDPS, PZ. Jim Dwyer. Bobby Thigpen rookie card. Bob Brenly. Greg Gagne and Jeff Robinson. 87 Fleer. A couple more here. Got some hockey. Got the 24-25 hockey cards. Ooh, the Magic Mets. Who remembers the Mets from 1986? Anybody? Any from Boston? Here's the Giants sticker. Bryn Smith. Was it Brian Smith? Dave Magadan rookie card. He's a good player. He's Yankees and Mets on one card. Bruce Bochy. Go Mets, definitely. I believe we'll get a good one. We probably get a good one. Jim Cerruti. John Cerruti, Jim's friend. Bill Matlock, third base for the Dodgers. Davey Lope should pop out of here, definitely. Dave Leiper. Lee Mazzelli, outfield for the Mets. Mark Gubizar. Wally Joiner rookie card. So if this was a box that had been opened back in 87 and resealed, this would not be here. He was one of the hottest guys in 87. Kind of a douchebag as a human. Coach, have you ever been to the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York? Tony, I have not. Would love to go. $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Tony. That's outstanding. Get you on the list here. Wally Joiner. Wally Joy. Good Monday morning, Clive. Tony. Thank you so much. Love that dude. Best first baseman ever, Wally Joiner. Mike Maddox, that's his rookie card. That's Greg's brother. He's a coach now. Had a different type of a creepy mustache. Allegedly, Bron, allegedly. The more Mike Maddox does coaching, the more I think we probably should save his cards. Gary Reedus. There's that Magic Mets team. You got your Gary Carter, Tony Fernandez, Dwight Gooden, Keith Hernandez, and Darryl Strawberry. I know a Keith Hernandez friend, the Corn Stash. A Keith Hernandez fan. He went to Cooperstown in the winter. Best time to go. Place was empty. Yes. Put this over in the McPuddin collection. Keith Hernandez. Got straw on there too. Yeah. What did I say? Which Fernandez did I say? Yes, Sid Fernandez. I must have said something different. What did I say? My brain doesn't even work. Let me know what I said. I want to be able to laugh. Tony? I said Tony? Oh, thank you. Sid Fernandez, yes. Yeah, Greg got a brother. It's actually a big-time coach, great pitching coach. All right, Ben Ogilvie was the outfielder for the Brewers, 1987. Coach, my grandson is headed here to play 2 weeks of baseball on a travel team. Cool. Travel baseball is way fun. Dude, I got to change my diaper. It's overflowing. Well, good luck with that. Here's a tip. Always wash your hands after you play with your poo. Keith Hernandez was a supplier for the team, as far as we know. John Henry Johnson. Is that the guy that's now the head of the... he didn't grow up to be the owner of the Red Sox, right? Bill Mooneyham. Bill Campbell. Interesting splotch on his forehead there. Is that hair? Some sort of gypsy... Yeah, get some Huggies. That'll work. Oh, we got another strawberry coming up. There it is. We got the Pete Rose. We got the Pete Rose. We got the Pete Rose. I should have put some odds down whether or not we would have got it. There's the 1987 Pete Rose. He's a manager and a player. It was a gamble, but it worked. 3,562 games. 4,256 hits. We got it. That's a port wine stain, possibly. Pete Rose, going to be in the Hall of Fame before you know it. It's not a rookie. The rookie was 1963. So this is 1987, a few years after that. Fantastic. This will be in our drawing tonight for channel members. The Pete Rose, I was hoping to get that. Here's a strawberry and a Don Mattingly. Tom O'Malley. Pete is on the wheel. We have Pete on the wheel. Willie Wilson. Jesse Orozco. So let's see if we can't get a Bo Jackson, too. That'd be freaking awesome. 4 home runs in 1 game, Bob Horner. Yeah, I used to have a 1963 Pete Rose, but it was trimmed. Somebody had actually taken a razor blade and cut part of it off to make it look like it had sharp corners. And I was too dumb early on in my collecting career to even know that you could take that card and put it over another card and see if it's been trimmed. But yeah, so I lost a bunch of money on that one. Somebody screwed a kid out of some money. I hope they feel good. Hope they're bleeding in their taint. There's Julio Franco, Bob McCord, and California Angels, Devon White rookie card. Monday afternoon where Clive is, yes. Met Pete Rose and a few card signings in Vegas. Cool. Yeah, I met him, actually, true story. Pete, don't know him personally, but I do know him professionally. He stayed at two different hotels I managed. One was at the Embassy Suites O'Hare in Chicago. And he came out to have some dinner, brought a lady friend with him. And during the dinner, the family of the lady friend showed up. And he ended up adding them to the dinner table, the whole thing. And I'm not sure what happened after that, but he seemed like a very genuinely nice guy. But it was obvious he was there to have dinner with one person. But when all these other people showed up, it turned into a large dinner party. And he welcomed everyone with open arms. And we started adding tables for him. Just seemed like a genuinely nice guy. I'm sure he went through a whole lot in his life, but real nice dude. I saw him a lot here in Vegas, too. Always signing autographs. Pete Rose. Very cool. Devon White won 2 World Series with the Blue Jays. Yes. I collected his rookies when they came out. Always a great player. Angels have a lot of underrated guys like that. All right, here we go. This is 1987 Fleer Baseball, an open box. So far, the box looks clean. It's very lightly sealed, which is good. Nobody over-sealed it with a ironing board or something like that. A hair curler. I'm sure we're going to find a Barry Bonds rookie in here. We're going to get the Bo Jackson in here. There's a lot of great cards in this set. He was a cool coach. He was cool coach, yes. Alan Trammell. Who thinks Alan Trammell should be in the Hall of Fame? I do. I really do. I'm not sure why he isn't. Trammell to Whitaker, Whitaker to Trammell. Just a great combo. I'm going to put him in a sleeve because I think he should be in the Hall of Fame. Jerry Royce. He looked like that when he was 1 year old. Had that same hair and that same mustache. Vegas Gary, how you doing? It's a clean and sober box. Reggie Jackson, remember that swing? Yes. Oh, there's a Reggie Jackson in here too. Let's find the Reggie Jackson. Eric Davis, great player. Bruce Sutter, pitcher for Atlanta. This is right before Atlanta got really good. Shane Raleigh, Phillies. George Orta. Sid Fernandez, there he is. I'm kidding. It's Keith Hernandez. That Keith Hernandez card. Remember when he spit and it went this way and that way and that way on Loogie Gate? Keith Hernandez. It goes in the McPuddin collection directly. Boom, baby. There we go. Tim Conroy. Mitch Williams. Poor Mitch Williams. Holy cow. Who knows what happened to Mitch Williams? Guess he's back again. Mitch Williams gave up the home run in the World Series. Yep. Super sad. Superfly, you got it. Hope you get Nolan Ryan. Yes. Another, let's see here. Mitch Williams, Wayne Krzyzewski, Tony Bernazard, Tim Burke, Tommy John, the inventor of the surgery. Tommy John did not play in 1975, was having surgery. Who knows what type of surgery Tommy John was having in 1975 or end of 74? See if you guys can guess. Mitch Williams gave the home run to Gary Carter in the World Series. The Blue Jays won the World Series. That's right. There he is. Superfly nailed it. Superfly nailed it. Robert W. nailed it. This is the Tommy John surgery. That's right. Tony nailed it. Garth Org, there it is. Bill Russell. Tina H. This is the wrong channel. You're back on that other channel you're not supposed to be on. You're messing up which channel you're on again with your chats. Diane McMahon, I'm Keith Hernandez. Not the vasectomy, no. Hey, Coach, Alan Trammell was inducted in the Hall of Fame last year. Look at that. I win. Alan Trammell got in the Hall of Fame because of our efforts here this year. Congratulations. Yes, it's not OnlyFans, Teenage. Not OnlyFans. Mark Eichhorn. That's right. Laces out. Einhorn is Finkel, and Finkel is Einhorn. Here he is right there. Russell should have been a Dodger manager after Lasorda. Yes. Reggie Williams, what an underrated player. Great outfielder for the Dodgers. Okay, we're going to go top left corner here. This one looks okay. It doesn't look like it's been reopened or resealed. There's no creaking on the corners. Like a natural pack. It's naughty. Pete Ladd on the back. Here we go. We got the Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros. Two super hot teams in 1987. Who knows the first year that the Mariners made the playoffs and actually won not the first year they made the playoffs, the first year they won a playoff series. The Seattle Mariners won a playoff series for the first time in what year? Vegas Gary nailed it, 1995. 1995. Wi-Fi, 1995. Justin, 2 years off, real close. 92, nope. 1995. Come on, Nolan Ryan. First pack we opened, we got the Nolan Ryan right here. Look at that one. Nolan Ryan, 1987, came out of the first pack we opened here. That's right, beat the Yankees on that wonderful hit where Ken Griffey Jr. slides into home for the winning run. Fan-freaking-tastic. John Russell, Gene Garber. The next spring training, got to go out to Arizona. I was in Arizona. Got to see Ken Griffey Jr. running on the field. I got a picture holding one of my youngest, or my oldest child was just born. And I got a picture of him with Griffey running behind us with Griffey's name up on the board. It was really cool. This packet has Bo Jackson. Dustin Nunez says, this packet has Bo Jackson. I'm hoping so. We got Don Slott, Calvin Schiraldi, Bob Stanley. Very cool, Mountain Billy. Thank you so much. Dave Dravecki. There he is. You guys know the Dave Dravecki story, the cancer story? There he is right there. Dave Dravecki. I've got an autographed baseball personally from him from 2021. 2020. It was from 2020 during the pandemic. Was at the Embassy Suites in Scottsdale, and he was there. Got to spend some time with Dave Dravecki. Fan-freaking-tastic. Harold Baines is a Hall of Famer. Chicago White Sox, Harold Baines. Let's get in there. Little sleeve, little off-center, but still Harold Baines. Brian Oakler, Olikers. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I don't think I've ever said his name before. Juan Bonilla. Doyle Alexander. Candy Maldonado. Bert Blyleven. Bert's in the Hall of Fame, right? I think so. If not, I've been saving him anyway. Bert Blyleven, Hall of Famer. Put him in a sleeve. Got lots of sleeves here. I actually saw Dravecki pitch his best game ever in '87 National League Championship games against the Cardinals. Thank you, Superfly. That's cool. That would be awesome to see. Junior Ortiz, Don Aussie, Frank DePino, and Pete Ladd. So close. You were 2 in '87. Holy cow. Blyleven Hall of Fame, yes. Middle Sato Mountain. Go Cards. Mindless Automations. See, this is my problem. Mindless Automation. My dyslexia, I forget what I just pronounced it as, but that's what my dyslexia told me your name was. No Maddox yet. Greg Maddox, I believe his card is in the update set in '87. The first Greg Maddox card comes out in the '88 set, but '87 regular set does not have a Greg Maddox. It does in the Donruss, but not in the Fleer. I wish it did. Here we go. Opening it up. This box, by the way, $120 plus shipping is what this cost me. Did you see what we got so far there, Rodney? We got Jody Davis, and we got Guy Hoffman. Did I just miss another Cub? I will go back through and we'll find the Cubs. Mark Grace is 1988. I was 10 in '87, bought your first top set. Very cool. Clean box, no gloves. Just saying. Mark Langston. Dave Winfield. There he is. Signed the $10 million contract. The first $10 million man. I thought he was the first $1 million guy, but some other people had made millions before him. Let me find some sleeves here. But he's the first guy to sign a $10 million 10-year contract. $1 million a year for 10 years. Unheard of money in Major League Baseball. It's going to ruin the game. $1 million a year. Ruining the game. This one, look how poorly this one's cut, though. Can you see the white? Let me put Robyn out behind it. You can see the rough cut here. The 87 Fleer glossy set in the tin can be got for a good price. Update also, yes. I have not pulled Cal yet. Cal's coming. Get in there, Dave. Robyn Yount, the Hall of Famer. So correct me if I'm wrong or not. Look for a rookie Jay Buhner or BJ Surhoff. Buhner's 88 Donruss, I know, is a rookie. And BJ, I believe BJ's in here. Feeling good, Keon. Island Sousa says hi. What's going on? So Robyn Yount, did he ever play in the minor leagues or did he go directly to the major leagues? That's my question. I believe he went directly to the major leagues at age 17. That's my understanding. So 1973 Newark, a disregard. He did play 64 games for Newark in 1973. The Sawzell type cut. Yikes. Yeah, it's horrible. Arlie seeing a Sparky Anderson would be so cool. I believe there's a Sparky in here. That'd be really cool. Sparky's such a great guy. Here's a checklist. Do we have any good names on there? There's Goose Gossage, Tony Gwynn, John Kruk rookie. What else? Oh, way off center on the back there. Very cool. Glenn Braggs, Manimal. Yount, MVP at 2 different positions. Yes. This gentleman here could hit some home runs. This gentleman here could hit some home runs. There was nothing to do with juice back then. Nobody was on this stuff. We got Darrell Evans, great player. And look at Eric Davis, 1985 rookie, 87. His cards were super hot. Eric Davis, big red machine. Great, great hitter. So when we played Pack Wars, I would pick donuts because every once in a while you'd get a bat with a donut on it and you would win. You have thousands of cards, don't know which ones to save. Exactly. That's the tough part. And some of it that I used to give away and just put them in commons boxes are now Hall of Famers. Gotta love Eric Davis. Hey, there we go. Dr. K and Super K. Dwight Gooden, Roger Clemens. Look how tiny Roger was right there. Both these guys had thrown 20 strikeout games, I believe. Yeah, Goose had a big mustache too, yes. Look at that. Fantastic. Both pitchers are great strikeout artists, and Clemens set a major league record when he struck out 20 Seattle Mariners early in the 1986 season. Almost as important in that game was the fact that he didn't walk a man, indicating the kind of control he had throughout the season. Clemens finished with 238 strikeouts. Clemens and Gooden both are explosive fastball pitchers. They throw the ball with great movement, forcing the hitter to either miss it or drive the ball to the ground for key outs. Fans have come to adopt both pitchers in their respective parks at both Shea Stadium and Fenway Park. There's always a line of K poster counting the opposition team's strikeouts. At Shea Stadium, Mets fans posted over 100 Ks in '86 as Gooden got more than half of his strikeouts at home. One used drugs and the other used a different kind of drug, allegedly. Exactly. Clemens should make the Hall of Fame at some point. Oh, we got a great card coming up. You may have seen the preview right there. Got Jackie Gutierrez and Ricky Henderson with the Yankees. Ricky, the greatest base stealer ever. Do you think anyone else would ever steal as many bases? Yep, Clemens, 7 Cy Youngs. Yaz's last card, 82 or 83. I saw Yastrzemski play. Boston was playing Seattle in 1981. My first ever Major League game. I was at the Kingdome, and I didn't understand the sportsmanship of baseball yet. And I was there with my father and some other people. And when Yastrzemski came to the plate, everyone applauded for him. And I looked at my dad and I said, why would they applaud for the opposing player? And he said, out of respect for his whole volume of work and who he is and the great guy that he is. And I thought that's really cool that the opposing team would cheer for a guy like that. So that got me interested in sports a little bit more at that point. It was a very cool time in my life. Some time with my dad. Steve Balboni, Roger McDowell. Oh my goodness, another Roger Clemens. This one has a Hall of Famer on it. It's got Gary Carter, the kid. Look for a Mark McGwire, Benito Santiago card. McGuire's not in this set, I don't believe. He was 87 Topps, 87 Donruss, but not Fleer. I think 88 Fleer, like his 3rd year. Kel I Am, good to have you here. Jimmy Crickets, respect, exactly. Bye-bye Balboni. There's Dennis Martinez. He was Nicaraguan, correct? Yep, Granada, Nicaragua. I believe he was like the first Nicaraguan to really do well in the major leagues. You've heard me talk about the Mariners before. Am I a fan? I grew up in Fairbanks, Alaska, so the closest major league team to us was the Mariners, and they shoved the Mariners and the Seahawks down our throat. We had Steve Largent and Jim Zorn show up to our high school to do a rally. Yeah. Wonder why 87 Fleer, McGuire did not offer enough money. He was not a known entity at that point. Real Braun 03 with a $2 super chat. Real Braun 03. I'm going to put you down here. For those of you that are new to the channel, we'll be doing a giveaway at the end of the stream here. And we're going to be giving away cards, including the Pete Rose and the Nolan Ryan. Your chance to win those. There's 2 ways to enter. One is if you're a channel member. The other is if you do any kind of a super chat, we'll put you on the list. We do the channel member 2 drawings first, then we add the super chatters after that, and we give away stuff. You just have to be in the United States of America or Canada or somewhere where I can mail you a package with the cards in it. So that's all coming up. You got an 85 McGuire USA card? Cool. I actually picked up an autographed McGuire 85 USA card at an auction in Phoenix I think it was in, what year was he struggling? He was out of baseball, got hurt. I think it was like in the 90s or some point. So I got it for like $9 at the time. I eventually had some offers for it for $500. I didn't sell it, probably should have. Well, he was a big star in '84, but he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't. He hadn't hit all his home runs yet. He hadn't. '87 is the year he hit all the home runs. PSA 10s, yes, that'd be great. There's Cincinnati Reds. So Mark McGwire, here's another story for you. I used to be the announcer for the Arizona State Sun Devils baseball and other sports. And in 1984 Olympics, we actually had tryouts at Packard Stadium at Arizona State University. I got to register Mark McGwire, Odeby McDowell, and a bunch of other guys, Shane Mack, and these guys that came in to do their tryouts. I got to register them prior to that. Everyone, even the guys who were obviously going to be on the Olympic team, still had to go through that process. Diana McMahon, thank you so much for a $2 super chat. Diana McMahon, thank you very much. Yeah, we'll pull up an Ozzie Smith. Ozzie Smith's coming up too. Let's get him. Let's go, the Wizard. I saw McGwire hit number 69-70 at Busch Stadium against Montreal on the last day of the season. Oh, very cool. Mike Kruko. CK with a $2 super chat. Thank you, CK. We'll get you in the drawing here. $2 super chat, CK. So the deal is as low as $1.99 a month. You can be a channel member. Gets you in the drawing. So $2 super chat, same thing. We appreciate y'all. Shree. Randy Johnson was on the 84 team also. I don't think so. I think he was a little beyond that. I may be wrong. I don't want to say I don't know. Mesa Guitar Guy, how you doing? Good to see you. Kirby Puckett, king of the wild frontier. There he is. Kirby Puckett. What a tragic ending to an awesome person's life. Kitty McPancakes, nice to have you here. Kirk Rose, the Giants announcer now, very cool. Kirby Puckett. Got hit in the face, lost his eyesight, died way too early. Randy O'Neill. Raphael Belliard. Cal Ripken Jr., and it's nicely centered. Look at that. A little bit off this way. It's a little smaller than that one, but not too bad. Nice sharp corners. Oh, followed up by a Ryan Sandberg. This is a great pack. We got a Cal Ripken Jr. and a Ryan Sandberg back-to-back. Shortstop to second base. There's Cal. I'll put this over here in the you can pick from stack. There's Ryan Sandberg. Sleeve him, exactly. Rhino, 1990 hit 40 home runs. I think that set a record for second baseman at that time. I remember because I was at a baseball tournament in Ontario, California. I was listening to the radio about this guy invading Kuwait and what was going on in the Middle East, and they broke into the newscast to say Ryan Sandberg hit his 40th home run. Cal Naughton Jr. coming up. 55-45 centering, yes. Rhino. I'll tell you a Ryan Sandberg story next time Mrs. Cash is with me. Mike Morgan. Went to the same high school as Rhino. Very cool, Vegas Gary. Don Baylor. What a great player. Dude could mash. Gary Ward. Nice. Sid Bream. Oh, we got an insert. We have an insert coming up. We have an all-star insert. I wonder who it could be. I didn't get all excited like they do on YouTube. They get an insert card, they start going crazy. Hold on here. Let me turn down my volume so I can turn on my screen. There we go. Sid Bream. Mike Scott. What a great pitcher. He had only 65 wins through there. Great pitcher, Mike Scott. Remember watching Sandberg on his game of the week? Hit those 2 home runs against Bruce Sutter. What a game. Remember when Baylor was with the Angels? Didn't they have Baylor, Parker, and Winfield at the same time? I mean, just what a murderer's row. Here we go. Here's our insert. Boom. George Taco Bell. There he is. Oh, my God. The famous Kevin Seitzer rookie card. This was the hottest card in 1987. These were selling for $7 to $10. And I got in on the game at the last minute. I waited till 1989, and I bought 10 Kevin Seitzer cards for $9 a piece. They're worth at least a quarter now. At least 25 cents each. Thanks a lot, Kevin Seitzer. I hope you stub your toe. Sorry, that was personal. Bob Shirley, pitcher for the Yankees. Ray Quinones, and Brian Fisher. He's a pitcher. Very cool. I'm having fun. Are you guys having fun? If you are, be sure to hit those thumbs ups. Tell a friend. Share this with somebody. To be clear, I was past due for pain meds when I drove to the store less than a mile away, not driving under the influence. Very cool. I'm opening packs under the influence right now. Tony's here. Tony sent me a package. Let's open that right now. Let's see what's in this package from Tony. Appreciate you guys sending stuff to the channel. Makes it fun. Part of the opening process. Tony in the mail. Sorto Kevin. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're from Missouri, you know. Go Royals. Let's do it. Here we go. Your kind of strategy. Well, wait till I tell you about my Glenn Davis purchases. Yes. Tony sent us a card. Let's flip it over. Boom. Oh, it's half a roll. Half a roll. Let's do it. I already know what it is, so I'm pretending like I don't. This is so cool. Thank you, Tony. Let's see what we got here. Opening it up right here live on the tube. The tube on the tube. It's got one of those stoppers in there. It keeps the sperm from making it to the egg. Here we go. Pull the paper out. You were excited about something on baseball this morning. 100 Mr. Baseball, 92 Upper Deck cards. Very nice. Here we go. It's a half roll of 1939 S nickels. Fan flipping tastic. These are cool. 1939 S, a key date, second year of issue. S Mint, 1939 S. Very, very cool. Thank you, Tony. A half roll, 20 coins. And he sent a $10 super chat. What a guy. Do I have him on the list? I do. That's right. Tony. Thank you so very much. Tony. I wonder if there's a secret message on this. What do we call that? We call it a coin tampon? What do we call that? Tony. That goes back here with my rolled coins. We also have the silver nickels. Look at this one here. These are the silver nickels. So if you find any of these ever in your change, and you see this big mint mark on the back of it right here, let me zoom in for you. That big S right there. Who doesn't like a big S? There's a big S right there. There's a big P on that one. These have 35% silver. 20 of these equals an ounce of silver. A roll equals 2 ounces of silver. But that's something we look for all the time on this channel as well. Right there. So very cool. What's up, Frazzle Cat? What's up, Jonathan Adair? A nickel plug. There you go. It's coin tampons sound like a good giveaway. All right, very cool. Thank you for that, Tony. Let's keep going here. We have a 1987 Fleer box. Cost me $120. What's up, Jason? Good to have you here. Opening our next pack. We still need a Bo Jackson. There's a Bob Tewksbury. Tewksbury or Tewksbury? You grew up in Fairbanks, Alaska. My great aunt homesteaded Fairbanks in the late 1940s. I don't know how she did it. Crazy. Oh, it was horrible in the 40s. It was horrible in the 70s and 80s. Didn't know any better. When you don't know any better, you just deal with it. It's just the way life is up there. One of these days, we'll do a live kind of a podcast thing, and I'll tell some stories about Alaska. I'll tell the story about the time I was at Mount McKinley National Park. We're staying in a youth hostel train. It was a train with sleeping areas. It wasn't actually on the train tracks. It was actually used for like a hostel. And I came out of the train and I went to I'm telling the story now. Came out and I went into one of the outhouses. When I'm in the outhouse, all of a sudden the ranger comes through, the alarm goes off, or the bell, whatever they were ringing, and they're yelling, "Stay inside, stay inside." Well, of course, I'm a dumbass. I opened the door to the outhouse to see what was going on, and there's a couple of grizzly bear cubs right there. And the problem is not the grizzly bear cubs, it's the grizzly bear mama. And if I would have come out of there, I would have been dead. So I immediately latched the door. A grizzly bear could have just destroyed that outhouse too. But I got lucky. They eventually picked through the trash or whatever they're doing, and off they went. But I was probably in there for 3 hours inside of a outhouse at McKinley National Park. Rick Mailer, Chris Brown. The good news, though, is if you got to be stuck somewhere, be stuck in a toilet. Kent Herbeck, Herbie. Dan Petrie. He's very confused on this pitch. I don't think he knows what he's throwing there. Barry Jones, it's a rookie card. I love the Pirates outfits. I love the creepy mustache. Freezing cold in Fairbanks. My great uncle was the head of the public works there. Snow up to the top of the buildings. I couldn't do it. We'll go through my old pictures again one day. I have pictures of, minus 61 below zero, that kind of stuff. Was it a vault toilet? It was an outhouse that had the hole cut through the wood, and it was not very pleasant. Scared the grizzly right out of me. It was a very grisly story. Jim Traber, first base. Lee Smith, another Cub card for Rodney from Missouri. Lee Smith, Cubs of the 80s. It's got a little printing flaw there. I don't know if that's it looks like a piece of, like an eyelash or something got stuck on. 911 Scene Observer, good to see you. Look at that right there. I wonder if that's a variety. 911 Scene Observer, $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Very cool on that one. I'm still going to send it to you. Hopefully it's worth $1 million. I hope that one's worth a lot of money as a printing error. Lee Smith of the Cubs. Very cool. Let me write down 911 Scene Observer, entered into the drawing. Thank you so much. I appreciate the super chats and super support. I was a White Sox that tried shorts instead of pants. Yes. All right, we got Matt Young, Spike Owen, shortstop. Scott Fletcher of the Texas Rangers. Johnny Ray. Oh, we got another insert coming up too. Bob Nepper, Alfredo Griffin of the Las Vegas A's. And our insert is, can you guess who it is from right there? What team would that be? It looks dark blue. He had a leg. I always skip these YouTube lives, but this one is actually pretty cool. Thank you, Steve Dubb. Don freaking Mattingly. This card was so hot back then. This was like pulling out a Frank Thomas or a Shaquille O'Neal or one of those inserts back in 1987. Don Mattingly was everything. He's the reason I got into sports card collecting. Don Mattingly, first base. That's probably still worth $10. Probably. Nicely centered, no damage, good corners. Donnie Baseball. Was your dad in the military, Fairbanks? No, my father was the editor-in-chief of the Fairbanks Daily News Miner, and he started the Alaska Baseball League. So we, the Alaska Gold Panthers of Fairbanks, over 250 guys went through that program and made the major leagues, thousands into the minor leagues. Then the Anchorage, who started the Anchorage team in 1969, added Kenai in 74, Palmer in 1976. We added teams from Hawaii and Washington and California and all those different teams. So I grew up around Major League Baseball players before they were Major League Baseball players. I was an announcer. I did radio. I was a traveling secretary. I was George Costanza. It was so much fun growing up. There's Tim Raines, Hall of Famer, with Juan Samuel. We'll put that in a sleeve. Anytime you get a Hall of Famer, put them in the sleeve, especially when they're this many years old. And the two becomes one flesh. Welcome to Come On Bug. We got a new channel member. Everyone can celebrate. And the two becomes one flesh. Thank you so much. Bob Tewksbury and Alfredo Griffin. All right, let's keep going here. I'm having fun. I was just going to open a few packs, but I'm fired up now. Let's get a Bo Jackson. Let's pull it right here. Yo, Bo. I got some old photos of baseball players in Hawaii. Cool. Barry Bonds played in Hawaii. I used to be the announcer at Rainbow Stadium. I also did some at Aloha Stadium. Very cool. I actually got recruited. This is a true story. I got recruited by the University of Hawaii to come be their stadium announcer. I was at Arizona State at the time, and they recruited me. I was one of the first portal people. I was a stadium announcer at Rainbow Stadium, Coach Les Murakami. I was actually recruited. I had a visit from Coach Les Murakami with me and my father. And we sat at the Fairbanks Stadium, and we're having a conversation. There's a bunch of ball players around. Dwight Gooden. And he said, would you like to be the announcer at Rainbow Stadium? And I said, that'd be great. Not realizing I committed to the job right then and there. That's how handshake deals used to be done. And then I just got some notifications, fill out some paperwork. You're now enrolled at the University of Hawaii. There's Fernando and John Franco. Franco, a great player. Poor Fernando passed away. Very cool. So Arizona State's loss. University of Hawaii's gain. Bob Sebra played up in Alaska for us. Great pitcher. Tim Laudner. Joe Carter. Love me some Joe Carter cards. The guy is a great player. How about that home run in the World Series, huh? That's the one that hit off Mitch Williams, right? Mitch Webster. Russ Mormon and Ron Karkovice. You can hear it now, batting for the... so Randy Oyama, Mark Sosa, or Mark Soma, Mark McWhorter, a bunch of great players back then. A couple of those guys made it into AAA and almost to the major leagues, but it was right after Derek Tatsuno. That was so much fun. Charlie Moore, Tom Henke. If you're from Hawaii, you guys know who Ron Mizutani is. Ron Mizutani, a sportscaster there for years and years and years, a news anchor. He and Scott Kaufman and myself, we were all running around the sports information offices. Twins also won the World Series in 87. That's right, and 91. Thanks for the stories tonight, Thank you, Margie. Appreciate it. When I was at the University of Hawaii, they had a kicker named Jason Elam. Jason Elam. Also, Al Nungo was there. Jason Elam went on to a great career with the Denver Broncos. Mike Brown, look at this printing error. It's like a little sperm floating around all over there. That's truly a baseball card. Rafael Santana. Hal McRae went on to coach. Great guy. And Doug Corbett. All right. Hope you guys are having fun. Phil, what's going on? Was the Alaska Baseball League in competition with the Cape Cod League to get players? Eventually it was, but Alaska set the standard. The Cape Cod League came into being long before that, but they didn't really rise to power until after Alaska dominated amateur baseball. They won more national championships than any other amateur team in the history of baseball up until just a few years ago. They quit going to the national tournament years ago, and it took that many years for someone to catch up to them. But they dominated the 70s. They dominated the 80s. We had teams in the 80s where 13 guys went on to major league careers. It was such a great league. Coach, did you used to have a mustache like that in the 80s? I've never had a mustache. I wish I could get one. Actually, after the cancer treatment now, all of a sudden my whiskers are coming in like that, and it's really weird. I could probably actually do a goatee now for the first time in my life after being radiated. That's the Glowman power. Hashtag Glowman, everybody. Phil Garner. Doug DeCences, third base. There's a Wizard of Oz. We got an Ozzie Smith. Got a little bit of a rough cut there. Nicely centered. St. Louis Cardinals, Padres, Ozzie Smith. You remember when Elam kicked the 63-yard field goal for the Broncos? Yes. Actually got a signed baseball card for Fergie Jenkins and Joe Carter on it. Carter was the rookie of the Cubs when he was called up. 83 to went to the game at Busch Stadium. Very cool. It does the backflip. They had to insure him for those backflips. Sama, good to see you. Brother dated Doug's daughter. Really? Doug DeCences? Very cool. Should I put that in the Keon Green collection? Some memories for you? Jamie Quirk. Got a Cub. We got Ed Lynch. Super Ed. Another Cub player for Rodney from Missouri. Eddie Milner. Another Cincinnati Red. Juan Samuel. Ruben Sierra rookie card. This was a hot card for a few years too. Ruben Sierra. Last I heard he played for the Yankees at some point late in his career. Great hitter. Ruben Sierra rookie. I'm not sure it's worth anything, but I'm used to putting him in sleeves, so I'll put him in another sleeve. Steve Crawford. Marty Barrett. John Crook rookie card. Look at that. Look at that. John Crook rookie card. Missed the first part of the stream. I just got in from the casino up 300. First winning Sunday casino outing in a month. Very nice, Phil. So John Crook, I'm sure you guys have heard this story. He had cancer. So any of these cancer guys, I love the guys that survived cancer. I feel like I've got something in common with them now. But he said, he was telling a story. He was in a bar in Philly, and some people came in and go, you should be ashamed of yourself sitting in a bar all day eating cheese sticks. You're an athlete. He goes, I'm no athlete. I'm a baseball player. Ozzie Guillen, Dickie Knowles, Fred Lynn, and Omar Moreno. Marty Barrett made the final out of the 86 World Series. Cool. 87 Fleer. So far, a pretty clean box. Thank you, Jody FJ, for dropping the link on the Fleers. Ozzie Guillen was your favorite White Sox manager. He won the World Series. A lot of good John Crook stories told by other players, too, yes. Gotta love John Crook. Never forget the All-Star game between Crook and Randy Johnson. Yes, with the backwards hat, the whole thing. Great, great video. I got Bob Welch. He's not the one that wrote that song, right? Different Bob Welch. In Crook's defense, mozzarella sticks are good. I concur. Hashtag mozzarella. I remember when Crook played for the Las Vegas Stars. Cool, Barry. I did not know that. Barry with the Las Vegas Stars tie-in gets a wrench. Welcome to the moderation crew. Barry's blue now. Blue Barry. Crook's old-time baseball. Still love Crook, yes. Cheese curds are good too. Dickie Thong, or as Braun likes to call it, Dickie Thong. Danny Heap. Craig Reynolds. This is an awesome box. It's a fantastic box. Brian Downing. Vince Coleman. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got to do this. Hold on. We're in the process of opening a 1987 box of Fleer baseball cards. These packs are original, unopened, and cost a lot of money. They cost a lot of money in 1987. And one of the greatest reasons for that is because of Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson, 1987 rookie card. He had some cards in the update sets the year before, but this is the first Bo Jackson Fleer card. This is the Grand Poobah. This is a find. It's Bo Jackson. Look at the centering on this one. Look at the corners. Look at the coloration. There's no printing flaws. It's in a sleeve. It's going to be in a hard holder too. Where did I put those? Where did I put my hard holders? This is hard holder quality. I got them here somewhere. Where did I put them? Who's in charge of the hard holders? Got to find those. We're going to take someone out of a hard holder and put Bo Jackson in. Stand by for this. It's that important. We're taking Shohei Ohtani out. Jonathan Adair, great to see you. I'm taking out my Shohei Ohtani card to put the Bo Jackson rookie into a hard holder at this point. Come on, Shohei. All you do is hit. Bo Jackson rookie. And for those of you that are here tonight, they're going to be a part of the drawing. I'm going to add this to the cards that can be picked tonight on our live drawing. Bo Jackson's going into the stack of cards you can pick from tonight. The Bo Jackson rookie card. Bo knows baseball. Bo knows everything. They're in the safe with the markers and the red vines. Yes. 36 packs in the box. Yes, there is. Did I just miss a super something? I did. Jonathan Adair, $1.99 super chat. Let me put you on the list here for an added entry. Jonathan Adair, thank you so much. $1.99 super chat. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the support of the channel. Very flippin' cool. Manny Trio, Nick Saski of the Cincinnati Reds, Bruce Ruffin, Ken Griffey Sr. Not many people had heard of his kid at this point. This is 2 years before Junior shows up to the major leagues. There we go. Ken Griffey Sr. with the Braves at that point. Who knows who Oddibe McDowell is? Oddibe McDowell went directly to the major leagues from college. He played at Arizona State University, came from Miami-Dade Junior College, came up to Fairbanks, Alaska out of Miami-Dade Junior College, was being recruited by Ben Hines and Jim Brock of Arizona State. Ben Hines was the coach in Fairbanks, and they hid Oddibe up in Alaska over the summer because they didn't want him to sign professionally. CK, welcome to supporter of the channel. CK, new channel member. So Oddibe, no relation to Jack, Oddibe out of Miami-Dade, came to Fairbanks, goes to Arizona State, and the coaches, myself, all the media, everyone was waiting outside of Oddibe's first class that fall. And when he set foot in class, the rules were we had him for 3 years at Arizona State. So he got, as soon as he walked into the first class, he was no longer eligible to sign professionally. Had a great career at Arizona State and went directly to the major leagues. Not one game in the minor leagues. Oddibe McDowell Jr. Thank you, CK. Griffey Jr. just graduated from high school in '87. That's right. Oil Can Boy, great name for a pitcher. Jim Rice. I don't remember. Is he in the hall? He should be. If he's not, he should be. Jim Rice, Sluggin' Jim. Tony Gwyn, what a great pack this is. Holy cow, Tony Gwyn. Look how tiny he was there. It's before he blew up and then had cancer. Poor Tony passed away years ago. He was coaching at San Diego State University. Tony Gwyn. He was friends with our coach, Jim Dietz. Used to hang out with my father and Tony Gwyn. Tony Gwyn was part of a deal with Mark Langston and a few other guys to buy a fishing cabin up in Alaska. Tony Gwyn. Outstanding. What a great box. Neil Allen and Otis Nixon. Oh my goodness. Can you feel the energy? I need a beverage. Give me a second here to grab a sip. This is why everything's unscripted on this channel. We're just going to do a few packs, but boy, I think we're going to end up doing the whole box. Great hitter, definitely great hitter. All right, up next. I don't think these have been gone through. I met Tony at the Las Vegas Hilton playing slots in the 90s. He was super nice. Cool. Awesome player, great hitter. Was a hitting machine. All those singles. People would complain, all he does is hit singles. Yeah. Odobe with the Braves in the late 80s, you believe. I don't remember what his career was at the end there. Odobe is just a great guy. Vegas Gary, thank you so much for being here. Shree's here, Roddy from Missouri. My first Major League game was in Kansas City. Bo landed in a helicopter in center field at 1985 Kansas City draft pick. Cool. No chiclets in these. These are chiclet free. You get stickers in Fleer. Finding the Bo gave me the Bo knows Nike advertised fight. Yes. Those were great commercials. Toby Hurrah, Mike Fitzgerald, Pat Tabler, young Pat Tabler, Andre the Hawk Dawson. Look at that. Mr. Cub is an expo. Look at the concentration there. Andre Dawson, Hall of Famer. This box is loaded with Hall of Famers. Rob Wolfong, Rick Leach, Ken Landreau, Jim Clancy, Rick Honeycutt, Davey Lopes. Davey Lopes, one of the greatest mustaches in all of baseball. Mookie Wilson, outfielder for the Mets. Charlie Kerfield, Mike Witt, Andy Van Slyke of the St. Louis Cardinals. Rudy Law, Ron Say with the Cubs. Goes into Roddy from Missouri's Cubs collection. Ron Say, the Penguin, and Rob Murphy. That is a nice stash. Dawson last year with the Expos was 86, with the Cubs in 87, yes. Gossage stash look better? We'll compare here in a little bit. Another pack of 1987 Fleer baseball. $120 for a box of 36 packs. Jose Canseco. If this was 1987, that card would have been pulled. This box has not been searched. Canseco was everything back then. Jose Canseco has got a car wash here in Vegas now. Had dinner one night at the Sunset Station with my son and my wife. And Canseco and his family was sitting right behind us. So I said, I had a picture of my wife and son, and I made sure I got Canseco and his family in that photograph. Get over there. Jeff Reed. Ken Howell. Lamar Hoyt. See, these are the printing flaws. We're lucky we didn't get that on Bo. What's up, Wedding Cake? Coach Catfish Hunter Handlebar was awesome as well. Yes, that's right, Marianne. I don't think Catfish is in this set. He might be. Dennis Rasmussen, Rob Deere, Joel McKeon, Sal Butera, Bob Forsch, Kirk Gibson. Before the 88 World Series home run, Buddy Bell, Bill Caudell, Ted Simmons, Luis Aguayo, Bud Black, Rick Aguilera, and Ken Daly. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. This cut on my thumb is bothering me. I'll put some ointment on it real quick. Stand by. Sorry about that. Intermission. I'm going to have to put it in a glove now. Ointment on it. I don't want to touch the cards with the ointment. Moments away. Stand by. We're using Aquaphor ointment for babies' bottoms. Aquaphor. There we go. We put gloves on so we don't tarnish the cards here. This is what we're using right there. You got this cut here, and as we do the coins and I wash my hands, it gets worse and worse. So sorry about the intermission there, but 1 second. Let me get some gloves. And we'll do it the right way because the good cards are coming. We don't want to get them all aquaforward. Who told you to put balm on it? Who feeds their baby chili? There we go. Thank you for your patience there. Appreciate y'all very much. No glove, no love. Paper cuts are very painful. That one, I think I got it by opening a roll of coins. You think so for that many that a lot of ships and chances of damaging history? I have no idea what that's talking about. I got in the middle of a thing there. All right, let's do this. I'm about to take the good stuff, so anything I can say from this point forward not be used against me in a court of law. There you go, very nice. Angie, good night to all. See you next time. Thank you for being here, Angie. You're awesome. Appreciate you very, very much. All right. Oh, we got an insert. We got another insert here coming up, an all-star. It's got the black edges, so they have some good value. 87, no Dodgers players. There have been a few through here. Gibson here is Detroit. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put, I'm going to slow down here. It's harder with the gloves on. I'm going to put Kurt Gibson, because he's Detroit, and Braun's a Detroit guy. I'm going to put that in the Braun collection, Kurt Gibson. There we go. Hey, if you like cards and you've been around for a while and you're part of the channel and you say, hey, I'd really like to get the Houston Astros cards, let me know. I'm happy to set them aside. I've got so many cards, and if I can make you happy for something like that, I'm happy to do that. Here we go. Ed Correa, Tony Pena, the Pirates. Jose Cruz Sr. Jose Cruz Jr. played up in Alaska for us. I don't remember exactly the year. I think it was 94. And we had to have summer families for the ball players. They would stay with families that would sponsor them and put them a place to live and feed them and all that throughout the summer. And they were running short on houses as the players were arriving. Just about 2 weeks from now is when they'll start arriving in Alaska. And we were out at the Stewart's house out off the river, out in the wilderness. And we were making beds for a bunch of ball players that are going to crash there the first few nights. And so we were cutting wood. We're taking 2x4s and cutting them and making frames for beds. And I remember putting one together, and it kind of got cut wrong, but we were running out of time. So we put it all together. Jose Cruz Jr. shows up. They show up to the house. Everyone's welcoming all the new ball players for the summer. I remember him putting his bags on the bed and the bed collapsing. We had not built it good. Thank goodness he did not get hurt. Did not get hurt. If you're interested, send me an email. I can't remember when you put it in the chat. You have to send me an email. Jose Cruz and Bo Jackson, love the leg kicks. Yes. Send me an email. I'll do my part to help you out there. Self-addressed stamped envelopes may be required, but we will get that taken care of for you. Tony Phillips. Todd Worrell. St. Louis was a good pitcher back then. Tracy Jones, Marvin Freeman. Gary Renicky. Bob Kearney. Mike Pagliarulo, Dan Plesac. He's an announcer now. That's his rookie card. Another a rough cut. A bad edge on that one, but we'll keep that one. I love Dan Plesac cards. Checklist. Billy Joe Ribideau. What do you think of Ohtani baseball cards? They are way, way, way overpriced. Way overpriced. He's a great ball player. But really, would you rather have a Lou Gehrig, a Babe Ruth, a Ty Cobb, or a Shohei Ohtani? Just asking. He's a great player. If he plays another 8 or 10 years. Steve W., thank you for being here. Yeah, look out for more lives. We're live pretty much every night, one way or the other. We do a lot of coins and cards and casinos and driving around and food, a little bit of everything. There's Joaquin Andahar, Frank Tanana, Bill Gullickson, Wade Boggs and Hernandez again. Another Hernandez card for the Mets. He's all over the place. Why is he not in the Hall of Fame? Brad Havens. Here we go. Let's get in here. Let's open it up. 1987 Fleer. We're having fun. I'm having fun. Hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. As soon as we're done with this box, we're going to do a drawing, okay? We're interrupting our flow to do a drawing. So anyone that's done a super chat or a channel member, we have a drawing coming up once we're done with this box. We'll give away some stuff. There's John Denny, Buck Martinez, Jim Aker, Tom Hume, George Brett. Look at that George Brett card. This one has a printing flaw, but it's a perfect printing flaw. A perfect printing flaw. Why is that? Well, I'll tell you. Look at him running. He's looking at the ball. The printing flaw is the baseball. Look at that. That's not a baseball, but it looks like he's looking directly at it, and he's going to make the catch. So this is the only one printing flaw that I think is really cool. And I'm actually going to put that in a sleeve. I like that printing flaw. Kansas City Royals, look at that. Brett's looking right at it. Thank you, George, for saving the card. You got the glove on. If it don't fit, you must acquit. Exactly. I can also make you cough. Lenny Dykstra, nails and jails. Steve Lake, Mike Mason, Joe Hesketh, Brooke Jacoby, Tim Raines, Hall of Fame with the Expos. Tim Raines, what a great player. The Rock, Tim Raines. Let me zoom back out a little bit. Gary Lucas, Rance Mullix, Ed Vandenberg, nails and jail. Thank you. Tony Fernandez, Mike Sosha, and Jeff Calhoun. Mr. Cork. 1987 Fleer is a tough set to get back in 1987. We got one right here. There's Kurt Ford. Jack Morris. He's a Hall of Famer. He was a Detroit Tiger. Great pitcher. Great mustache. The all-mustache team. Jack Morris. Ted Power. Joe Johnson. Ed Olwine. Steve Bedrosian, Bedrock. Frank White. Wally Backman. Ray Soff. I'm going to avoid, I was going to do a dad joke, but I'm not going to do it. Race off, wax on, something like that. I don't know. It wasn't even there. It wasn't even there. Knuckleballer, Charlie Huff. Do you have moderator rules? Sort of. Just be chill. We have everyone basically as a moderator so that everyone's equal. Which cards were from Canada? The OPG? Yeah, OPG. Yep. Just so you know, folks, if you're sticking around, if there's enough people and you really want to do it, we may open a pack of 2024-2025 hockey upper deck, a fresh wax box, a blaster box. We'll do that after the drawings coming up on this channel. Marlboro sign off. Oh, on Soft, is there? Oh, there is. Look at that. Did that ever get corrected? I'm going to keep that one. Yeah, those tobacco ones are, yeah. I'm glad you pointed that out. Jay Tibbs. They call him Mr. Tibbs. Huff, did he cheat? Of course, he's a knuckleballer. All of them cheated. Race off, race on. Shout out to Mr. Miyagi. That's right. Ken Schramm, Vance Law. Looks like a lawyer with those glasses. There's number one rule, there's the most important rule. Yeah, there you go. Jason, thank you very much. Sam Pack, not funny. That's fine. You don't have to enjoy every joke. Some jokes are just for one person. And if you're on this channel, you got to have really thick skin or really long skin. Just ask Tina. She's the one grading today. Tom Niedenfuhrer and George Bell. George Bell had a great career. 1987, Donruss. We opened a box of those. We've not opened 87 tops yet, but we've opened a few 87 Fleers. This box is the best one so far. Toronto is where you're from. Cool. What if it's thick and long? Wasn't that your nickname in middle school? You'll time yourself out, please. Oh, upside down. Randy Kutcher, Joe Orsolek, John Candelaria. Look at that mustache. There it is right there. That's what she said. Shawan Dunston. There we go. That's a Cub. He's a great player. Shawan Dunston. Not Sean. Shawan. If you think it's butter, but it's not, it's Shawan. Very cool. That goes in the Rodney collection. Ken Phelps. Just happy to be in the major leagues. Chris Cotteroli. Steve Buchel. Mike Aldretti. Jim Deshays, Dave Stewart. Oh, this is fantastic. I'm glad I can do it. Look at that Dave Stewart. Intimidator. George Frazier, Dave Anderson, Marvell Wynn, Willie Randolph, another great player. Paul Molitor. So this one, it looks like someone colored in his tooth. You know how sometimes people will color in a tooth on a poster to make it look funny? This is a strange card. I don't know if this was the way it always was or if they ever changed it, but it looks like they colored in his tooth. He's just got that one tooth sticking out. Paul Molitor, drugs, but he still made the major leagues. Bill Dawley, Cal Daniels. Vote for Candelario. Great player, but he also had a drug problem. Yes, big time drug problem. He's one of the, but he made the majors, or made the Hall of Fame. There's a St. Paul boy like Maurer. Who's that? Molitor? That's his tobacco spit and tooth. There we go. Okay, now this one is, okay, we can pop this one. I have no doubt that this is a good box. Sharon made a lot of dudes hold it second. Pitt State Gorilla Slots, how you doing? Good to see you here. Got Don Schultz. He looks like a guy from the Major League movies. Lance McCullers, the ball got out of his hand. Look at that. Perfect printing flaw. He's getting ready to pitch, and the ball got out of his hand. It's like he's doing a shot put. John Cangelosi, David Gumpert, the Gumpster. We got Forrest Gump here. He's a Cub. Goes into the Rodney from Missouri collection. The Cubs. You got Cub over Cub here, too. I call double Cubs. Nate Snell. Daryl Boston, White Sox. Jose Uribe. Roy Smalley. Vida Blue. Met Vida Blue in 1988. McCullers' son also pitches for the Astros. Cool. Is it too late, to get the album offer on the back of the pack? I believe it is. It's probably too late for that. I only had one beer and already seen double. Links to rinks, exactly. Here we go. It will give you the sobriety checkpoint. There you go. Smash that like and subscribe, everyone. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that. Bob Walk, great name for a pitcher. Reggie Jackson. Look at that. Reggie Barr, the star of the Naked Gun movie. Bench warmers. I'm surprised there haven't been any doubles, or at least I don't think so. Not many at all. No, this has been a great box. Reggie Jackson. Fantastic. Let's put him in his sleeve and flip it over. Look at his stats here. Mr. October. Played at Arizona State. At football at Arizona State. He had, at this point, 548 home runs. 1,659 RBI. Not RBIs, RBI. Runs batted in. Had 2,500 strikeouts. So he had as many strikeouts as hits. Tom Seaver pitched for the Fairbanks Gold Panthers? Yes. Yes, he did. My father and Tom, good friends. Poor Tom passed away. Scott Sanderson also played up in Alaska, and he's also a Cub. Scott Sanderson. We met him at a mall in Arizona way back. We had to deliver his championship ring. He hadn't picked it up for like 20 years. And we saw him at a mall in the 90s, or I guess it would be 15 years. And we took him his championship ring from Alaska. Gave it to him at the mall in Arizona. Scott Bradley, Jerry Willard, Jeff Russell, Joel Youngblood, and Bill Dorn. Look at that. Billy Dorn. He was Craig Biggio before Craig Biggio. Who's my father? His name is Don Dennis, and he started the Alaska Baseball League. He was the youngest sports editor in America back in the 60s. And if there's anything that has to do with amateur baseball, college level, summer leagues, that is successful in the United States of America, it's because of him. Ken Oberkfell, Curtis Wilkerson, Tony Armas, Roger Clemens. Back in the day, we could just show up to any major league park, mention his name, and get tickets and get taken to the press box or whatever if we wanted to, and he never abused that power. There's Greg Nettles. Back when agents were a new thing, he and some other guys were going to start an agency, but he thought, you know what? Let the players make the money. I'm not getting involved in that. Very cool, but we missed out on millions. Oh, I'm not going to put him in the thing. Should have been nailed. Chris Bando, Mike Flanagan, Rafael Ramirez, Mark Davis, Gary Gaetti, confused look on his face, Larry Herndon, Pat Clements, Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer. Look at that. Yeah, Cody Clements playing in the majors. Eddie Murray, Rick Sutcliffe, he's a Cub. We're going to get the whole Cubs collection out of this set. Rick Sutcliffe, Mike Moore, and Ed Ramiro. Let me put this down here. Yeah, it turned into a thing. I had a chance to go to a major league umpire school, and my father said, no, don't do that unless you want to be hated your whole life. I would have been like Angel Hernandez before Angel Hernandez. Did you ever pitch in the majors, particularly the Cardinals organization? No, but he's confused with that Don Dennis all the time. We actually would carry around that Don Dennis's cards when people would ask for his autograph. But my father's a Hall of Famer in the National Baseball Congress in Wichita, Kansas, among other things. And very freaking cool. But that's how I got introduced to baseball. I mean, as we go through these packs, there's so many guys here that I know. And that's the reason I started collecting cards. Leon Durham, he's a Cub. He's part of the Rodney collection. The Rodney's getting the whole collection tonight. First baseman, Leon Durham of the Cubs. Double Cubs, you drinkers. God bless Togger Clemens, great guy. Yes, Roger Clemens, he should be in the Hall of Fame, even though he had some issues there at the end for health. I believe he only took that just to stay healthy. That's just my theory. Jay Howell, Pete Incaviglia, great home run hitter in the college ranks. Did okay in the majors. Pete Incaviglia. Juan Berenger, Dave Smith, Moose Haas, great name. Oh, no, my father's fantastic. I'm very blessed to have grown up with my parents. Here's Billy Bean. I don't believe this is the Billy Bean from Moneyball. He has a different Billy Bean, I believe. There's another Billy Bean who has another book out. And then there's this might actually be Billy Bean from Moneyball. That might actually be who he is. How tall is this guy? 6'4", yeah. This is the Billy Bean from Moneyball. Billy Bean is not your lover. Actually, know a couple of Major League umpires. One was a lot older than me, Dave Phillips, great guy. And a guy I played against in high school, Ron Kupla. Yes, Kulpa. Some of those guys, when I was traveling with the San Diego Chicken, I had to work with the umpires to set up some of the gags. It was really cool to hang out with them. Jerry Royster, Mike Easler, Tim Leary. For those of you new to the channel, I'll tell the story. Those of you who've been on the channel before, Tim Leary gave me a ride on the back of his motorcycle one day. We're in Fairbanks, and he was riding down to the downtown offices. And I had started walking like half an hour earlier, and he just pulled up and goes, hey, you want to ride? Sure. So I jump on the back, drops me off where I need to go. That's my Tim Leary story. Gene Nelson, Carl Willis, Tito Landrum, and Willie Hernandez. Shirley did bat with the glasses on. Yes, they did. And don't call him Shirley. Vaughn Hayes on the back. What a great player. Andres Galarraga. This is his second year card. He was a rookie in 86. 1987, went on to play for the Colorado Rockies, and this immediately goes into the McPuddin collection. I don't think you have this one yet. Very cool. Ernie Camacho, got the glasses and the stash. Floyd Yeomans, Vern Rule, Cliff Johnson, Greg Brock, Jesse Barfield, Fernando. We got a Fernando. Coming up, we're giving away some cards. Don't go anywhere. Let's see who wins on the Wheel of Names. Jim Pankovitz, Darryl Strawberry. Boy, his rookie card, 1983 Topps Update, was selling for over $100 at one point. Now they're probably about 30 or 40 bucks in nice condition if they're certified. The Straw Man. They called him that not because of his last name, but because that was his preferred method of delivering the powdery substance. Chanting, Darryl, Darryl. Strawberry goes in the St. Paul Saints pile. Yes. You got one? Don Sutton. Did he win 300 games? Yes, he did. He's a Hall of Famer. There he is, Don Sutton. Just a workhorse pitcher. John Tudor. Buddy Biancalacca. Buddy, it's Buddy. Dennis Eckersley. There you go. He's got the mustache, but he's got the look. He's also a Cubs. And Rodney, because you're such an awesome dude, even though he's a Hall of Famer and I'd normally put him in a special collection box, it goes into the Rodney from Missouri collection today. Dennis Eckersley, Hall of Fame pitcher with the Cubs, into your collection. There you go. Dave Concepcion and Vaughn Hayes. Seeing dubs again, exactly. 87, it's a great box. So many great players, so many Hall of Famers. Oh, everyone's favorite ball player coming up at the end here. He looks like Einhorn. Very cool. Oh, Greg Swindell and Dave Clark, rookie. Did never really became who they should have been. Love Von Hayes in those days, yes. But that's the rookie card. They had the twin rookies in 86, 87, 88. Some in 89, some in 90. After that, I'm not sure. Dave LaPointe, Bill Wegman, Willie Upshaw, Franklin Stubbs, Billy Swift. He played on the Olympic team. Tim Tuffle, Danny Jackson, Rupert Jones. Do we got a Barry Bonds coming up? We have a Barry Bonds coming up. I believe that's Barry Bonds right there with the Pirates. I could be wrong. Could be Bobby Bonilla. Creatine, yes. Tommy Herr. Show me Barry Bonds rookie. Boom, Bobby Bonilla rookie card. The Bobby Bonilla rookie card. Holy cow. This guy, if he's not in the hall, should be in the hall. Bobby Bonilla rookie card. The two greatest cards, the Pirates team set that year. Nobody put any kind of price on them. They were going for like $1 or $2. I bought every Barry Bonds and Bobby Bonilla card I could find. Bonilla was actually worth more than Bonds for a while. Bobby Bonilla rookie card. Started in 81 in Bradenton, Alexandria, Nashua, Prince William Sound, White Sox in 86, Pirates in 86. Mets screwed him on the contract. Was fantastic. He's still getting paid for another 10, 15 years. Bobby Bowe. What a great card. Dan Schatzeder. Raise your hand if you ever Schatzeder to your pants. Eric King. Kent Tekulve. He has the 88 card with a surfboard, I believe it is. David Palmer. There's Pete Incaviglia and Jose Canseco. And Billy Buckner, they never showed him after 86 with a glove in his hand, I don't believe. It was always batting poses after that. Billy Buckner, I actually bought a 87 Bonds from a deal across from me at Shreveport Card Show a couple of weeks ago for only $5. Yes. I swear they're worth it. He's rehabilitating his image. He's doing lots of stuff. He'll be in the Hall of Fame one day. If Pete Rose makes it, Barry Bonds will make it. They're just pissed. Barry... Are Bonds cards before the roid forehead worth more? Yes, definitely. Tim Flannery with the surfboard in 88. So Barry, hey coach, please. Oh, cool. Thank you, Tina. The Barry Bonds was upset because his father got screwed out of a record in baseball. He was the first 40-40 guy. 40 home runs, 40 stolen bases in a season. However, there was a rainout. So they took one of his home runs away. And I believe he ended up with 39 home runs and 43 steals and was not allowed to be the first 40-40 guy. And that's one of the reasons Barry was pissed from the beginning. Barry played at Arizona State University. He played for us up in Alaska. We actually created a Barry Bonds Alaska Gold Panthers card. And I know him as a great guy. He traveled with us to Wichita. And the way he talked about it, how stacked that 1983 team was, is that Barry had to play first base. That's how strong our outfield was with Shane Mack, Odie McDowell, and Mark Davis. Nobody else raised their hands. Me thinks some aren't telling the truth. Why are you wearing gloves, Pam? Because I had to put some ointment on a injury on my thumb. I have a baseball pack injury on my thumb. I'm playing hurt for you guys tonight. I hope you appreciate that. I'm like the Kurt Schilling of baseball cards right now. Willie Mays always said if he knew 40-40 would have mattered, he would have done it so many seasons. Yes, exactly. Lance Parrish, Don Carmen, Andres Thomas, Rookie All-Stars, Canseco and Joiner. Dwight Evans. I don't know if he's in the hall, but he should be. Yeah, I'm wanted by many countries, so I have to hide my prints. Look at the glasses on Andre Thornton. That's back before Elton John was somebody. Gary Templeton, Greg Walker, Jamie Moyer rookie card. Oh my gosh, Rodney from Missouri. This guy should be in the Hall of Fame. It's his rookie, and he's a Cub. Goes in the Rodney from Missouri collection. Jamie Moyer rookie card. I love Jamie Moyer as a player. He should be in the Hall of Fame. He pitched for like 27 years. Wow. Using the whole fist duck. Moon River. Great Fletch reference. Okay, Superfly. I'm going to throw you a wrench. You become a moderator on the channel because of that reference. You're obviously a quality dude. Anyone who can drop a Fletch reference is good in my book. Julio Cruz. He's got eyebrows like I do. Let me show you here. Let me tell me if Julio Cruz and I are twins. Look at those eyebrows. Look at those eyebrows. Julio Cruz, me. Julio Cruz, me. Greg Minton, Neil Heaton, Roger Mason is a doppelganger, and Don Robinson. Definitely twins. Here we go. We're getting down to the bottom of the box. We're getting close to the drawing. Jack Clark, nice on the back. Brett Saberhagen, Sabes. The Bro Brothers. Deadpool, if you didn't have a wrench, I'd give you one. Bob Ojeda. Here we go. Look at these guys. You got Kirby Puckett. Look how tiny he is. Jim Rice and Jose Canseco. Because of the Puckett, it gets a sleeve. If I remember right, Jamie Moore's father was a famous Notre Dame basketball coach, Digger Phelps. I don't know that. That would be awesome trivia if that's the truth. I like that. Bo Jackson card, do you have one? Yes, we've actually pulled one tonight. Let me show it to you. And we're going to be giving it away here shortly. I'm sure someone's going to pick it. Where did I put Bo? Right up here? Yo, Bo, where you at? Oh, what did I do with Bo? Where's the Bo Jackson card? Right there. There it is. Oh, dropped Ed Lynch. That's okay. There's our Bo Jackson rookie card. We'll be having a drawing here for channel members and super chatters in a little bit. And Bo Jackson's available if you want to pick it. The Bo Jackson rookie. Alfred E. Newman, Mickey Hatcher, Scott Bales, Hubie Brooks, Mike Stanley, and Jerry Brown. So in 1988, Jerry Brown has a baseball card where they have a different player on it, and then they have a corrected version. There is a resemblance, yes, thank you. Got some stuff on that card. Dale Svem, Damaso Garcia, Mike Marshall, Mickey Brantley, Richard Anderson, not the one from the TV show, Scott Bankhead, Kurt McCaskill, and Jack Clark. Jack Clark, just about enough credentials. Bo Jackson throwing out Harold Reynolds at home is my favorite defensive play of all time, yes. Harold Reynolds and Don Reynolds and Larry Reynolds all played up in Alaska, great people. I believe when my father passes away, Harold Reynolds will do a tribute, a eulogy for him on Major League Baseball Network. Gary Pettis, Mike LaVallerie, Mike Brown, Darren Dalton, great catcher. Mark Thurmond, Ron Renicky played up in Alaska as well, became a coach. Ozzie Virgil, Sammy Stewart, Carmen Castillo, Andy Hawkins, Bob James. Terry Francona played up in Alaska, became a coach, and he's a Cub. Terry Francona for Roddy from Missouri's collection. He's getting the Cubs tonight. Getting all the Cubs. You might have every Cub in the set right now. John Shelby, Jose De Leon, Danny Gladden, and Mike Smithson. Let's keep going. Ed Whitson was in a huge bench clearing brawl for the Padres against the Braves. Crazy game, fight mid-1980s. This is fantastic. Ivan Calderon, Bubbling Calderon. Dennis Powell, Dodgers. Gene Walter. Oh, let me turn this. We're not seeing them all. Ron Guidry. Cecil Cooper. Jerry Hairston. Joe Price. Pat Perry. That's Katie's dad. Not really. Tom Brookins. Ron Oyster. Max Vernable. Bruce Benedict. Milt Thompson. Dan Quisenberry. Sid Fernandez of the Mets, not Keith. Clint Hurdle and Dale Mahoric. Very cool. That's the first Francona card you've seen? Yeah, he was a great guy. Tito. His dad was Tito Francona. I've got some 1960s cards of his dad. Then he played up in Alaska, was a great player, great guy, great coach. Just a fantastic human being. Benedict. Was just only going to do a few packs tonight. We're ending up doing the entire $120 box of Fleer 1987 right here live, opening packs, wearing gloves for your protection and the protection of those around you. First Cubs card I have seen, and I'm not seeing double anymore. Oh, wait a minute. I put him in the wrong stack. There we go. Claudel Washington, Jim Gantner, Checklist, everyone's favorite. Rick Cerrone, Dwayne Murphy, Lou Whitaker, sweet Lou. I'll say it again. If he's not in the Hall of Fame, he should be. Get him in there. Sweet Lou and Dave Parker. Another Hall of Famer right there. And Eddie Murray behind him, another Hall of Famer. This is a good pack. A lot of Dave Parker cards weren't kept in his early career for some reason. A great hitter, but wasn't sure he's going to make the Hall of Fame. Card shop, same as 84 Donruss for you. Yeah, love 84 Donruss. They're so expensive, though. I keep spilling stuff. I got too many cards open here. So this one is Glenn Davis and Eddie Murray. Got a Hall of Famer there in Eddie Murray. Rich Bordy. Tim Stoddard was in the Rookie of the Year baseball movie. Charlie LeBrant. Ray Knight. A couple of guys there. We got Mike Scott and Mike Kukrow, the double mics. Luis Rivera. Mark Portugal. Tom Candiotti. Jeff Reardon. All right, we're down to 8 packs left. Who have we not pulled out? 8 packs to go. So many great players in this set. I'm going to pull these 8 packs out, and we're going to start putting the commons back into the box. This is back when they had players on the bottom of the box. This one has 2 Hall of Famers on it. Let me show you the bottom of the box here. Semi-collectible cards, if you can get them without destroying them. We got Mike Schmidt, Dwight Gooden, and Dave Parker. But I'm going to use this box to put these cards in it so we don't lose them in a fiery car crash. We'll put the Bobby Bonilla rookie over here. Give me 1 second to do some housekeeping here. Keep them safe for now. Nicely stacked. I've got a bunch of cardboard boxes I need to build to put all these in. This has got the ones in the sleeves too that I put in the stacks. I'll have to go through them later. Haven't seen a Willie McGee card yet. Ooh, that's a good point. Willie McGee, great player. All right, this stay up there, box top. Fernando. This is hard to do with the gloves on. I don't know why. A lot of stuff's hard to do. It doesn't feel natural, I think is what it is. Sure, it's safe for everyone, but just the pleasure of putting the cards in the box is not there when you wear a glove. There we go. Awesome. Okay, final 8 packs, and then we have a drawing, a giveaway. Barry Larkin, yes, exactly. Barry Larkin. Let's get a Barry Larkin. 1987 Fleer. There's Harold Reynolds. Comes with the Bo Jackson card. Let's do it. Larkin and Bonds have great first names. Yes, that's right, Barry. Get both of them. Let's get both of them. There's Zane Smith. Robbie Thompson, that's his rookie. Randy Bush. Pat Sheridan. Jim Morrison. Lee Lacy. Jerry Mumphrey. I said there's no more Cubs. I was wrong. There's one more Cub. There's Jerry Mumphrey of the Cubs. He's an outfielder. Phil Bradley. Chuck Carey. Pete O'Brien. Cecil Gante. Alan Ashby. Bruce Bocci. Oh, we got an all-star here. Who's our all-star? It is designated hitter Mike Easler. What a great card. Randy Asador, Jimmy Jones, Rod Scurry, and Harold Reynolds. Fantastic. The Reynolds brothers all played football. Mike Schmidt rocks. My husband delivered his golf clubs to Mike Schmidt's house. Cool. What's the most important card to get in this box? Depends on who you are. I like the Barry Bonds card. I like the Bo Jackson card. I like the Bonilla card. The Barry Larkin is a Hall of Fame rookie. A lot of great cards in this set. Danny Darwin, Randy Newman. Did his music career right after this. Terry Pohl, Dick Schofield. Willie McGee. Who called for the Willie McGee? There it is right there. Willie McGee. Stolen bases. 181 at this point. Benito Santiago, second year. Another Cub. Must have been the Cubs' year. Here's Chris Spire. Another Cub. Come on. Open this thing up. Let's get the Cub in a sleeve. Another Cub. Mario Soto, Steve Jeltz, Paul Ossenmacher, Kurt Stillwell, Tom Seaver. Tom, terrific. There we go. Poor Tom passed away. Tom Seaver, played up in Alaska. Wade Boggs. You may remember Wade Boggs from the Sunny in Philadelphia episode. Once, one of my friends once owned Benito Santiago's custom Louis Vuitton Cadillac Escalade. Wow. Here we go. Get in there. Wade Boggs. Tim Flannery. Maybe that's the guy that had Tim Flannery had the surfboard. Good call. Good call. Ron Hassey, Kelly Downs, and Larry Sheets. All right, where are we at? We're down to 6 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Razor Shines also coached with the White Sox. Yeah, I remember Razor Shines. Boom. Rick Roden. Kevin Bass. Donnie Hill, and our all-star is Fernando Valenzuela. Nice card. Fernando Valenzuela. We'll put him in a sleeve. Changed baseball. Gotta love Fernando. Card number 10 of 12. Another great Dodger. Steve Hayward and Rob Nelson. Mike Fischlin. Dan Pasqua. Teddy Higuera. Chris Bosio, rookie. Really badly cut. Jose Rio. He was a rookie in 85. Walt Terrell. Ron Robinson. Couple of Hall of Famers. And it's a Cub, so this goes into the Rodney collection. Rodney, you get Dave Parker and Ryan Sandberg. They were so stuck on what cards to make the former MVPs cards. Nice job, Fleer. Ken Dixon and Wayne Tollinson. Got the Ryan Sandberg insert. Love Eddie Murray. We pulled an Eddie Murray a little bit ago. Great player. Here we go. What's up, Boomer Tuber? Welcome. We're coming up in a few minutes. We're going to be giving away some stuff. Stick around. You can be a winner. Daryl Porter, Bruce Hurst, Joe Sambito, Craig Lefferts, Floyd Bannister. Are you rich yet? Storm Davis, Billy Sample, Chili Davis, Tom Bernansky, Dave Bergman, Rick Rushell, Mike Boddicker, Gary Matthews is a Cub. He's a Cub. There's like 90 Cubs cards in this set. It's awesome. Carl Best, Dave Henderson, and Gino Petralli. Last 4 packs. Let's do it. We're still waiting for the Barry Bonds and the Barry Larkin. We need to call him Double Barry. Steve Garvey. Who remembers Steve Garvey? Richard Dotson. Thad Bosley, a Cub. All right, that's got to be the last Cub. Coach, have you been giving your thoughts on whether Pete Rose and Shoeless Joe should be in the Hall of Fame? Immediately. They should have a special session of Congress and elect them immediately. We're giving away a Pete Rose card tonight, possibly. Someone can select the Pete Rose or the Bo Jackson. We're going to have a couple of winners, so someone can win that. Bobby Grich, Keith Moreland, Danny Tartable, Bobby Witt Sr. I believe that's his rookie. So Bobby Witt Jr. is doing great. Bobby Witt Sr. was an okay player, too. It's his rookie card. We'll hold on to that. Frank Williams, Billy Hatcher, and Doug Blair. Is there any chance in the last 3 packs we got a Barry Bonds and a Barry Larkin? Mark Grace was 88, rookie in 88. Leon Bip Roberts, Brian Cutterbeck, Eddie Witt, Ernie Witt, Eddie's friend. Oral Hershiser was a rookie in 85 from Cards. This is the year before he did all the scoreless innings. Oral. Steve Yeager. Howard Johnson. Hojo. Got a bunch of his $14 rookie cards that are worth a quarter now. Dennis Leonard. Bobby Boone. Let me put the Bob Boone aside. I know someone likes Bob Boone. It's an 87 Bob Boone. It's close to the end of his career. Todd Worrell. Mike Diaz. Charlie Hudson. And the Hudson brothers. There's Darnell Coles. It'll be cheaper to drive to Missouri than pay the postage. Chris Chambliss, Dave Rigetti and Don Hasse, Jeff Sellers, and Corey Snider. All right, last 2 packs. Last 2 packs. Bob Boone caught Bo Jackson's throw, yes. Last 2 packs. Come on, Barry, either one. Either one. It's been a great box no matter what. Ed Hearn. Doug Drabeck. Steve Farr. Kevin Mitchell rookie card. He was so hot back then. Coming out of spring training with 10 or 12 or 15 home runs. Everyone, I know guys that bought thousands of his cards as an investment, like buying stock. Steve Carlton, 4,000 strikeouts card, Hall of Famer. Jim Wolford, Roy Lee Jackson, Mel Hall, Tim Wallach, Jose Gonzalez and Ralph Bryan of the Dodgers, Stoddard, Manning, Steve, Duncan, Plunk, great name for a pitcher, Kevin Elster. He was hot for a little bit too. And Angel Salazar. Okay, we're down to our last pack. Is it a double berry pack? Let's get a double berry in this last pack. Here we go. Last pack is, oh, it's a flipper too. And we've got an all-star in the middle of it. Rich Gedman, Tom Patrick. Oh, there's our pirate. It's not Barry Bonds. Danny Walling, Carney Lansford, Gary Carter, all-star, Hall of Famer. Put him in the sleeve. Outfielders with a punch, Harold Baines and Jesse Barfield, since Harold's in the Hall. The card goes in a sleeve. Bobby Meacham, Lee Guterman, Joe Negro, Mark Clear, Damn Checklist, Bill Schroeder, Dusty Baker. Love Dusty Baker as a player, as a coach, as a person. He's the guy they sent in to fix the Astros. Dave Collins, John Franco, and those guys. So no Barry Bonds, no Barry Larkin, but that's okay. Because we're good enough, we're strong enough, and doggone it, this was a good box. Let's get this in here. We'll put our stickers in here. Eventually, someday, the stickers will be worth money because everyone just throws them away. Or they stick them. All right, all right, all right. Very nice. Real Braun. Okay. You guys are picking up on the references. I love it. I'm going to put this down over here in my Keep the Cards Over Here collection set. Got all this trash to throw away. I wish these were worth some money. If these were 86 Fleer basketball wrappers, they'd be worth $100 a piece. But they're not. They're 87 Fleer baseball. If they were 86 Fleer basketball, they'd be $3,000 packs. We wouldn't be opening them. I know a guy that got a Michael Jordan rookie back in 1987 and sold it for $4. Yeah. Raise your hand if that was you. All right. In the trash box. Okay, let's see what we're up for here. We're going to do a drawing. Let's put all the Cubs. Let's see what we got in the Cubs department first. Jody Davis. Why he doesn't have a sleeve, I don't know. Jody Davis. Ron Say. Lee Smith. Guy Hoffman. Thad Bosley. Gary Matthews. Ryan Sandberg. Chris Speyer. Jerry Mumphrey. Terry Francona. Ed Lynch. Jamie Moyer. Dennis Eckersley. Leon Durham. Rit Sutcliffe. Scott Sanderson. David Gumpert. Sean Dunston. And we did at one point have the Sandberg somewhere. But these right here, Rodney, those are for you. Appreciate you, buddy. Then we had Dusty Baker, Carlton, Mitchell, Boggs, Seaver, Parker, the Nolan Ryan. So Nolan Ryan's up for grabs. Shohei Ohtani's up for grabs. There's Cal Ripken. Also up for grabs in the drawing. We have the Pete Rose card, 1987, his last player card. Eric Lindros, future superstar hockey rookie, Hall of Famer. Yammer Yager, rookie card, Hall of Famer. CC Sabathia, rookie card, Hall of Famer. Frank Thomas, rookie card, Hall of Famer. A Jeff Gordon, 1993 race card. The Nolan Ryan, 7th no-hitter card from Leaf set. The Barry Bonds, 87 Topps rookie, not the O-Peachy, but the Topps. Teal Wildcats, what's up? Good to see you. That's right. University of Arizona, Terry Francona. Very cool. Let me write down T.O. Wildcats one moment here. Thank you for the super chat. T.O. Wildcats. $2 super chat. Thank you so much there. Let's get back to it. Barry Bonds rookie. Sean Kemp rookie card. Jeremy Ronic. Chipper Jones rookie. Dual. You can get, if you pick the Curtis Josephs, you get 2 cards. If you pick that one. Mike Badano rookie. And then the Kate Martin Aces Donruss rated rookie. Got the WNBA represented as well. So those cards are available for our first round of picking. We'll add some more for the second round. But the Bo Jackson was in there, right? There it is, right there. Bo Jackson in the first round. Bo Jackson rookie card. So all these are up for grabs. Let me put these over here so we can watch them. Move these other ones out of the way for safety. Unfortunately, someone picked the Santa Claus card and it's no longer available. Have to get another Santa Claus rookie. All right, let's get the wheel of names cranked up over here. Pull this box over like this. Do it like this. Wheel of names. Wheel of names. All right, give me a second. Kate plays for the new Golden State team now. Cool. Now I'm going to take off my gloves. Is Diana Ross in these cards? No. Diana Ross is not in these cards. Wheel of names, random picker. I believe you're a random picker. All right, we had so many people in the first stream. Let's clear that out. If you are a channel member, you're available for the first 2 rounds. And then we get to the third round, we're going to add in the super chatters. We're also going to add in a special item when we get to the third round. So let me start with Papa B, Vault, Tech, Spy. Good to have you here. Tyler. We got Links to Rinks. Got Jonathan Adair. Got Pitt State Gorilla Slots. We got Lenny. We have T.O. Wildcats. We got Mountain Billy. Got Karina Montgomery. We got Card Shop Realty. Reality. We've got Phil B. We got PZ. All right, I missed some of you that went through there, but well, anyone, we'll read your names if I haven't got your name up there yet. Is Big D in here? Got Keon Green. We got Mike Cav. Justin Leonard. DH, all right. Our designated hitter is here. He had it typed out already. We got Neon Vacation, very cool. Good to have you with us. We got Kel I Am. Diana McMahon. Rodney from Missouri. Very cool. If you're a channel member, let me know. Maria Ann, very good. Wi-Fi. Nice. CK, nice to have you here. Thank you for joining the channel membership. Let me throw you a wrench to go with that. There you go. Tina H. We'll read the names over one time to make sure we got everyone in here. DBPS. $102 people watching, 115 thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thank you. 911 Scene Missouri, how you doing? That you'll be in the drawing on the third round. Otani is in there. Yes, we got an Otani 20. I'll read it to you again here in a moment. The much esteemed and exclusive high-tech wheel of names. Yes. Only available on the internet. You can't find it anywhere else. Only on the internet. Big D, there you are. Get you a second win today. Santa is gone. Yeah, someone picked Santa earlier. All right, last couple moments. Who else is here? Let me go through the names. I'll tell you who we got, and if you don't hear your name and you're a channel member, let me know. We got Papa B, Vaultec Spy, Tyler, Links to Rinks, Jonathan Adair, Pit State Gorilla Slots, Lenny Cottingham, T.O. Wildcats, Mountain Billy, which I should spell with an M, Karina Montgomery, Card Shop Reality, Phil B, PZ. We've got Mike Cav. We have Justin Leonard, DH, Neon Vacation, Kell-I-Am, Diana McMahon, Rodney from Missouri, Maria Ann, Wi-Fi, CK, Tina H, BDPS, which I spelled wrong, BDPS, and Dennis O'Neill. Did I miss anybody? Are you a channel member and I missed you? Let me know. Let's get you in there. If you were an early chatter, I may have missed you. A couple more. Circle City Gabriel. I missed you. Very nice. I'm forgetting the most important person. Who would that be? I didn't hear Keon Green. Hold on. Let me see if you're in there. Yeah, you're in there right here. Keon Green. Keon Green is there right after PZ. Oh, Real Bronze 03. I didn't put that one in there. My bad. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some special lines here. If it hits these lines, then we'll do what it says. So pick 2 cards. So if it hits the pick 2 cards, Links to Rinks, yes, you're in there. Real Bronze name, now it's in there. If it hits pick 2 cards, then whoever wins next gets to pick 2 cards. Kayla, it's for channel members on this one. Yes, this is for channel members, the first 2 drawings we do. Then the third one will include those that did the super chats. Special stipulation bonuses, exactly. Then there's also, this will be 3 hockey cards. So if that comes up, the next winner has the option of picking 3 hockey cards or any other sport 1 card. But you can pick 3 hockey cards if that one comes up first and you're the next one. So here we go. We're going to hit the shuffle. 9 times is what we were doing earlier. Let's do 8 this time. 1, 2, 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, crunch, a 7, 8 shuffles. Here we go. First spin goes now. It's spinning. Who's winning? Phil B. Phil B is our winner in the first spin. Phil B, you've got your choice. Got Kate Martin, Bo Jackson, Mike Madonna, Curtis Joseph, 2 cards, a Chipper Jones rookie, Jeremy Ronic, Sean Kemp, Barry Bonds, the Nolan Ryan insert, Jeff Gordon, Frank Thomas rookie, CC Sabathia rookie, Yarmer Yager rookie, Eric Lindros, Pete Rose, Shohei Ohtani, or Nolan Ryan. The Shohei is a 2022 Shohei Ohtani tops. Your choice. Which card would you like? Keep in mind, this is not a YouTube promotion. This is our channel promotion only. And we do not use your personal information for anything other than to send you the stuff. No purchase necessary. Those of you that do super chats or those of you that are channel members get to be in it. As we get bigger and better, we'll do other stuff as well. But for now, this is what we're doing. And I think that's all the disclaimers I'm supposed to say. Phil B, what's your choice? What's your pleasure? What's your flavor? Shohei, please. Shohei Ohtani it is. We have a Shohei Ohtani winner. And I will put this into a hard holder once I find them. Where did I put them? I'd opened up the box today to make sure I had them. Give me 1 second. Where is the hard holder? Don't go anywhere. We're going to do more draw. I'm going to take another guy out of a hard holder here. We will take Kurt Schilling out of the hard holder, and we'll give it to Shohei Ohtani. So, Phil, send me the email to stevedennis2121@gmail.com. And remind me it's the Shohei Ohtani. I'm going to put you in the holder here. And I'm going to wrap you up with the purple paper. Great choice, great player. Hopefully he plays another 5 or 6 years and has the credentials and comes back and he can pitch again. That'd be great. Love watching him play, and just as a human being, other than the gambling that he didn't do. Phil B. Very good. It was his other guy. It wasn't him. He didn't do any gambling. Remember how that got swept under the rug real quick? All right, there we go. Time for our second spin. 8 more shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, pre-bloody sock. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, this is our second spin. Here we go. Who is our winner? Oh my God. Guess who? Black Dr. Phil speaks. Black Dr. Phil speaks. Which card would you like? We did this time we did the shuffles. Your choice: Pete Rose, Nolan Ryan, Mike Modano, Curtis Josephs, Chipper Jones, Jeremy Ronic, Sean Kemp, Barry Bonds, Nolan Ryan, Jeff Gordon, Frank Thomas, CeCe Sabathia, Yammer Yager, Eric Lindros, or Bo Jackson. Which one would you like? BDPS. Coach, all next week at the shop, I'm going to call top loaders hard holders for 1 week only in your honor. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Well, there's hard holders and there's soft holders. Sometimes soft holder happens. Sometimes you're just nervous. Sometimes you've had stress at work. Diane McMahon rigged. BDPS, get your choice in there. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. You call rigged. I'm sure you do. What do you got for us there? Which one it is? Which one it is? Mountain Billy. He said Bonds. He did? I didn't see that. Okay, Barry Bonds it is. Barry Bonds, rookie for Black Dr. Phil Speaks. Now we're going to add some more people. Stick around. There's more drawings. We're not done. The Barry Bonds 87 Topps rookie. Let me put that in the BDPS. You can pick yours up at Loonfest. Save me some shipping. Put this right here. You already picked Bonds? All right. BDPS. Nice. Okay, so now we're going to add a couple things. We're going to add the people that did Super Chats. I've got a list right here. So if you're a channel member, you're in. But if you also did a Super Chat, you get an extra one here. So Diane McMahon. I forget who else was from earlier today. Let me know if you were on the first thing and you did a Super Chat. Let me know. I've got Jonathan Adair. We've got Tony. I was watching your Hunt Nichols earlier and passed out. I found a 60 double die obverse the other day in pretty nice shape. Very cool. Very cool. Loonfest is the 19th of July. There's still rooms available. Still tickets available. They're free tickets, but you have to go through Real Braun. A Real Braun 03 did a Super Chat. We had Neon Vacation. What's up? CK, you did this. Yeah, CK did a Super Chat earlier. Very nice. Oh, you did one? Yep. We had 911 Scene Observer. And then we had Teal Wildcats. Very cool. Did I miss anybody? Did I miss anybody? Maria Ann I missed. Another entry from Maria Ann. Very, very cool. Can you list Braun as fake Braun 03? Sure, we could do that. Be fake Braun 04. There we go. That's his other name. Diana stole your heart, though. Okay, so now for this drawing, for this drawing, I'm going to put on the wheel a chance. If we come up first, it's a 1954 half dollar. It's a Benjamin Franklin silver half dollar. So I'm going to put on here Ben Franklin, Ben Franklin, Ben Franklin, Ben Franklin, and Ben Franklin. 5 times it'll be on here. If that comes up first, then the person, then we'll add it into the drawing, okay? So this is not in the drawing yet, but if it hits one of those 5 Ben Franklins, it gets added to the drawing. A 1954 Ben Franklin silver half dollar. Let's do this. We do this as well. 1920D Buffalo nickel. Let's look up the value of this one. 1920D Buffalo nickel. 1920 Denver Buffalo nickel. In very good condition. 20D, a $20 value. 1920D worth $20 according to the Red Book. We're going to add 1920D Buffalo. If the wheel hits that first, it will go into the drawing. All right, so there's 2 nice coins being added in. What's up, King Solo Slots? You're here just in time. King Solo Slots. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, then the cards we're picking from this time include the Curt Schilling rookie card, Sean Kemp rookie card, the Nolan Ryan insert of his 7 no-hitters, Frank Thomas, the Bo Jackson, Pete Rose, Nolan Ryan, Mike Modano, the 2 Curtis Josephs, and Chipper Jones. Okay, so that's all we get a chance to pick here, though. Even though Ben is on 5X, what does that mean? So yeah, if Ben hits the first, if we hit Ben, it goes into the drawing. If we hit the Buffalo, it goes into the drawing. So they're sitting over here just in case we hit them. These are the cards that this next winner has a choice of, and we're going to do 2 additional drawings, okay? So thank you to the Super Chatters. Thank you to the channel members. Here we go. Ben has to earn his way in, so does the Buffalo nickel. We're going to hit 8 times shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. Come on, Ben Franklin. Our first winner is Mike Cav. Congratulations, Mike Cav. Mike, you get your choice. Of Chipper Jones, 2 Curtis Joseph rookies, Nolan Ryan, Bo Jackson, Frank Thomas, Sean Kemp, Mike Modano, Pete Rose, Nolan Ryan, or Curt Schilling. Mike Cav, which one would you like? You get to pick. Remember, if you're a winner, you have to send me an email with your name and address and the card that you won. Mike Cav, congratulations. Which one would you like? Bo Nose, great choice. Great flipping choice right there. The Bo Jackson rookie. Outstanding, Mike Cav. Be sure to send me that email. We'll get this out in the mail. We got a lot of mail going out this week. Lots of cards to be mailed. Congratulations, Mike Cav. All right, one more drawing. Here we go. If you win, you stay in. That's the rule. We're going to take away 1. Hey, Coach, long time no see. You've been doing good. How's it going, Papa Maniac? Doing great. I'm going to take out 1 Ben Franklin for this drawing, and we're going to take out the Buffalo nickel, if I can find it. Where'd it go? Where did it go? There it is. And we're going to change the Buffalo nickel to secret coin. And I won't tell you what it is until we get there. Put a hint on there. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here, Papa Maniac. Puppet Manic. Yeah, can't even say it. Oh my God. All right, here we go. We're going to shuffle 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Belly Love Barb sneaking in. Hold on. Belly Love Barb is now in the drawing. We have to do 8 more spins or 8 more shuffles. Just snuck in, got it in there. Here we go. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shuffles. And our winner is spin. There we go. Our winner is Tyler. Congratulations, Tyler. You're dizzy from the shuffling? Tyler. Would you like the Frank, Sean, Mike Madonna, Pete Rose, Nolan Ryan, Kurt Schilling, Chipper Jones, the 2 Curtis Josephs, or the Nolan Ryan? Your choice. Tyler. Congratulations. Tyler. Congratulations, so nice. We said it twice. Okay, up next, we're going to open a box of hockey cards for those of you who want to stick around for that. And then we're going to check our views to see where we're at, because we may have a milepost or a milestone where we hit another drawing. Can you say them again? Sure can. We have, fell through the computer there. We have the Frank Thomas rookie card from 1990 score, the Sean Kemp rookie card, Mike Madonna rookie card, a Pete Rose last card, the Nolan Ryan insert from Leaf Set for his no-hitters, Kurt Schilling rookie, Chipper Jones rookie, or 2 Curtis Joseph rookie cards. Your choice. Kemp, please. Great choice. The Rain Man. And because you're such a good guy and your name is Tyler, you get 2 Sean Kemps. You get Sean. Congratulations to Tyler for the Sean collection. We're going to throw in an extra Sean Kemp for you. Double Sean's for double Tyler. Tony, you could do that too. There we go. Tyler. Got the Skybox and the Fleer. Very cool. Let me move these guys out of the way. Put our thing back over there. And let's do a box of the brand new, or brand newish, Upper Deck Hockey. There we go. Very nice pick, yes. Congratulations to the winners. Everyone's a winner just for being here. We got this guy. Upper Deck 2024-25 Series 2 hockey. We're looking for the, what's his name and the other what's his name? I keep forgetting their names. Neon Travels, thanks for being here. Appreciate you very much. Get a beverage real quick. Everyone get yourself a drink. This is sugar-free juice. 1% juice, too, so you know it's really good. Celebrini, yes. And Connor McDavid. And Mishkov. Coach, is it just me, or have you been especially killing it with the views on the coin card streams? Oh, they're killing it, yeah. It is amazing. I appreciate you guys so much. Let me actually see where we're at right now. We've had 15,000, 16,000, 11,000, 6,000, 8,000. This one currently is 3,890. If we get to 5,000 views before we finish, I will do one more drawing. How's that? Try to get to 5,000 views tonight. We're at 3,890 right now. You want the Penguin? Ron Say? A lot of thousand, yes. Come on there. Okay, what's going on here? Ow. I didn't cut it. Okay, I sort of cutted it. Kind of cutted it. The esteemed high-tech wheel of names is the ratings draw. Yes, it is. Now, this is more fun for me than you guys. I hope you know that. I enjoy the memories. I enjoy opening the cards. I enjoy telling the stories. I enjoy hanging out with you all. And it's just freaking awesome that you're all here. Thank you, August. I know. Skip the hockey crap. No, I'm kidding. If you want hockey crap, we'll do some hockey crap. Hold on. Okay, because of that, we get to do some hockey crap. Good night, Marianne. Thank you so much for being here. This has got some glove. Coach, can you make Amazon wish list? I will send you a box cutter. Let's go here. Who do we got? We have Aaron Broughton, Steve Lamar, Brian Trottier, Brian Bellos, Dirk Graham, Mo Mantha, Mike Richter, rookie, Gary Galley, Jocelyn Lemieux, Pierre Turgeon, John Van Beesbrook, the Beezer, Rick Torche, Chris Chelios, and Brian Trottier. Got duplicates in the same pack. Let's go ahead and put the Beezer in a sleeve and the Richter in a sleeve. 2 Rangers goalies in the same pack. What are the odds? All right, those are your crap cards. All right, let's go to the good cards now. Clean cards, no gloves. That's right. I'm back to, I think it's good. Chelios was good? Is there a Chelios in there? Where's he at? Oh, right there. Duh. Chris Chelios. Canadiens. Thank you. Thanks for catching that. All right. He's a Hall of Famer, yes. All right, these are the 2024-25. Actually, I'm going to put the gloves back on. Gloves go back on for these because they're so expensive and because I got the stuff on there. I got the schmutz. Happy Sunday night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's almost midnight. Got work in the morning. Got a big week for us here at the English Hotel. You cannot get a room for the next 3 days. Oh, shit. I just broke my glove. Someone's getting pregnant. We have a sellout for the next 3 days. We're a busy hotel. We got some more sellouts coming up. We got Loon Fest coming up in July. You can still get time for Coach to pronounce the Russian players' names like as that guy. You know. I did a short before I came in, just a fish picture, but got 757 views in a short time. It's a beast cut on. Ultralight is best personal. Very good. The gloves are not direct. No. What's up, Shree? Welcome. All right, here we go. We've got Alexei Toropachenko, Jordan Greenway, Andre Vaseline, Dylan DeMillo. Ooh, Matthew Tkachuk. The Upper Deck canvas. Matthew Tkachuk. Coach's blood may increase the value. John Carson of the Capitals is bang for your puck. John Carlson. Carlson. We got a Young Guns. It's Oliver Kapanen. Oliver Kapanen. Young Gun. Alexander Gorgiev. Colorado Avalanche. Look at that. Goalie with the Ooh La La card. Alexander Gorgiev. He goes in the McPuddin collection. Rasmus Anderson. Dakota Joshua. Ben Chariot. And Tom Wilson. Did I miss anybody there? Anyone? Anyone I should put in the sleeve? Look at all that. Some great stuff. All right. Next pack. Someday the McPuddin collection will end up in the Smithsonian. Hockey cards, 2024-25. We have Brady Tkachuk and Sebastian Aho. Series 2 checklist. Are either of those guys going to be in the Hall of Fame and need a sleeve? I'll do it anyway just because. Got 2-on-1. Double chances. Teddy Bluger. Terry Bluger. Robert Thomas. Sheen Coutier. Brad Lambert, Winnipeg, Glossy, Oh Peachy. It's Brad Lambert, Miranda's cousin. Ooh, Young Guns, Colorado, Kale Makar. Colorado Avalanche, is he good? Look at that. For those that like fishing, coins, prepping, survival, and silver, please subscribe. Phone won't drop a link. Can someone drop Curb Creeper? And if you have a channel, please drop your links once a stream or twice a stream. Young Guns, Kale Makar. Makar is a future Hall of Famer. Cool. First year in hockey. He's a rookie, right? That goes in the McPuddin collection. That's fantastic. Oh, it's the second year. First year? I'm not sure. But he's a young gun. Very cool. Lucas Raymond of the Red Wings is on a heater. Lucas Red Wings. Special card, yes. Another great Halo. Look at that guy. Golden Knights, Keegan Kolesar. Keegan Kolesar. John Traveris. Braden Point. I lost my virginity at Braven Point. Oscar Sundquist. And Nick Suzuki. Very cool. Raymond is good. Did I put him in this thing already? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. Very cool. Keegan, you want the Keegan card? Let me find the Keegan card. Which one's the Keegan card? Keegan. Was there a Keegan? I didn't see a Keegan. Is that first name or last name? Oh, there. Sorry. Hello. First time here. Avs are automatically inducted, and Rockies are automatically inducted, and Broncos all automatically go to the McPuddin collection. So this is for BDPS, not writing on the card. BDPS. Writing on the sleeve. There we go. Cool. Very nice. 2 packs left. Here we go. 2 packs for sure. We got Abner Doubleday. XHE. Oh, son of a. I saved most of them. Kolesar is a key Knights player. Cool. Brandon Tanny, Lucas Reichel. Abner Doubleday. Martin Prosil, whatever. Mikael Carlsberg. This is Jack Hughes and Nico Heischer. Oh my gosh. Young Gun is Adam Klapka. Adam Klapka. The Montreal Canadiens. Adam Klapka. Got a lot of Young Guns in this box. We got Brad Marchand. Calgary Flames is exactly what I said. What did I say, Canadians? Calgary Flames. That's the C with the flames on it. Sidney Crosby. There we go. That's my card. I got a Sidney Crosby card. Nice. Very cool. I like that one. Cam York, Jordan Earl, and Shea Theodore. Cancer survivor, Shea Theodore. All right, last pack. Here we go. Marchand is a nice card. Cool. Last pack. Who do we got in here? Marco Casper, Detroit. Gustav Nyquist, Nashville. Thomas Hertel, the Golden Knights. Austin Matthews. I was told last time to keep the Austin Matthews card, so we'll keep Austin Matthews. Ryan Graves of the Penguins. That's right. Have you put a bet on the NHL playoffs? Not since the first few rounds there. St. Louis's Jake Neighbors. Jake Neighbors is a dazzler. Another professional sports player, Will Smith, for the Glossy Sharks. Connor Hellebuck, Winnipeg Jets. Ooh la la. That's your brother? Derek Ryan, Jared Spurgeon, Josh Anderson, and Mikey Anderson. That's our pack. That's our box. It's a $25 box. 4 packs. And we got some cards. Very cool. Well, we're just at 4,076. We're not going to hit the 5,000, so we'll go ahead and call it a night. Thank you all so very much for being here. Another great stream. You guys are awesome. We'll do more stuff tomorrow. I got the whole new box of pennies. We never got to it. My back is starting to give out again, so we're going to call it a night, and we will do more tomorrow on Monday night. I think the second card you said he's good. Coach, good night and continued prayers. Thank you so much. Big doctor's appointment on Tuesday, Thursday, and then hopefully we'll be driving to Texas. So that's coming up. Thank you, Gary, Vegas Gary, Karina Montgomery, CK, Frazzle Cat, Kel-I-Am. Thank you for being here. Kayla, thank you for your time and great stream you put on. Thank you so much. Kendra Manchi, Charlie M, King Solo Slots, Circle City Gabriel, Diana McMahon, Gail Mott. I'm reading it just like at the end of some movies. August Ice, thank you for being here. Be Real and Center, the dude, thanks for being here. Real Bron 03, Rodney from Missouri, thank you. If you guys have not hit subscribe, please do so. Appreciate y'all so very much. You make this fun for me. Dustin Nunez, awesome. Links to Rinks, good night. Dennis O'Neill, Big D. Mike Cav, winner tonight. Congratulations. Be sure to send the emails with your address. I'm going to do a lot of shipping this week. Get them out to you. Phil B, winner. Thank you for being here. If I come on at 1 o'clock in the morning, go through pennies, someone tell me to go to bed. That means I'm sleep counting. Please clean up your mess. There's a huge rat problem. That's what I hear. Coach's credits, exactly. Make it go. Make it move up. Good night, CK. Game over. Yes. I'm trying to make my screen move. It's not moving. What's going on here? Move. This is what it looks like from inside the phone when people are swiping. Oh, look, I'm on Tinder. Don't like, don't like, don't like. Ooh. Don't like, don't like. Ooh. So if you're inside the phone, this is what you would see. Counting sheep, not pennies. Have a good night, y'all. Have a good one.